Hey man, happy Monday. Today we got some videos to go through, man. Some police body cam videos. We got some street dating videos. We got some other videos about Gen Z and millennials. It's a whole lot of stuff we're gonna go through, check it out, and talk about. Y'all about to be a part of it, man. So welcome. Hopefully y'all are doing good and all of that. What's up, King? Make sure to check in. I'm pretty sure I'm getting I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't want to say shadow ban, but Instagram and TikTok, they just, I don't know what's going on with the accounts. They ain't popping off like they used to. So kind of is what it is. What's up, Danny? All right, man, let's jump straight into it. There we go. All right, let's get this thing started here, man. All right, what's up, y'all? Today we're gonna take a look at a video from Body Cam Watch. I'll link to them down below for you guys to check them out, support the channel, since we're gonna check out their video here. It says woman reacts to police detainment in the worst possible way. Ha! Let's find out how this all turns out, man. Let's jump into it.
On June 16, 2022, officers pulled over a vehicle in reference to active felony charges against the driver.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm on my way to the courthouse, so why am I being pulled over?
I understand, Jason. Do you have your license, registration, insurance with you?
Yes, I do.
Wait. They knew his name already. Said Jason? Oh, this man's cooked. He's known to them. He's a regular.
Why am I being pulled over?
Hop on out and come talk to me then. You got your IDs and everything?
I'm on my way to the courthouse, sir.
I understand what's going on at the courthouse.
She has smoker. I'm filing complaints.
Who's that?
She does, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Come back here.
Not doing anything wrong.
That's your
Just
stuff.
be pulling me over for no reason every day.
Okay. Jason, come back here. I'm conducting an investigatory.
Yes, sir.
Investigatory. Off the road, please.
Yes, and something about my wallet. You guys came to my house about, or looking for me about my wallet coming up missing
Yeah,
out
you
my
filed
car.
a report.
Yes,
so I
someone
came to.
stole my wallet out my car.
All right. Listen, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present.
Exercise that right, brother. Don't say nothing.
Not a foreign attorney.
Swag, what's up, bro?
To represent you, and at any time you can decide not.
It's been a while. What's up, D-Man? It has.
Statements. Okay. All right. You filed a report about your wallet.
Yes,
Go ahead. Tell me about it.
Okay. I went to go get my ID. I found my license. Okay. I went to go get it. Put it in my wallet like I usually do. Okay. And my wallet came up missing. Somebody stole it out my car, so I didn't have an ID, so I went to the DMV to go get another license. I was speaking with the lady there, and she.
I would highly recommend you do not lie to me.
I'm not lying to you, sir. I'm telling you what happened. It's my ID. Why would I lie about my ID?
I know the full story, but go ahead.
Okay. What full story?
No, go ahead.
I've lost my license. Okay. Somebody must have stolen it out of my car. Okay. I don't know where it got stolen out of. Okay. I'm always keeping my windows open, my doors open. So there's a lot of thieves in the MoonDawgs, okay? You know that, okay?
Well, I mean, when you frequent certain houses, yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stealing that goes on. So I went up
When
to
you
the DMV to
frequent
get a new
certain
license,
houses.
and I told them that my license got stolen out of my car. I don't know what happened to it. It was in my wallet. I kept it right
Man's
there
be
up front.
visiting the trap house
Finally
too much for
found
the
it,
drugs or something.
And she told me in order for me to have a cheaper bill, I need to go write a police report. So I went to your little police station right there on Old Kings Road and wrote a report that my wallet got taken out of my car, sir. It's not a lie.
Where did it get taken out of?
I'm not sure. I said I'm not sure.
I thought you told them it was Hidden Trail Park.
I said it could have been at the park when I was filling water up. I said
is
it
that
could
what your statement said?
I said I'm not sure if it was Hidden Trails.
So it says, and I quote,
It says
sure.
he put
You
that
didn't
up.
say it happened at Hidden
I said
Trails.
it could have happened at Hidden Trails Park. Okay, that's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I said. It could have happened there. They said, what kind of place could happen? I said, I'm not sure. It could happen at a country store, I told her. I said it could have happened at the Dollar General. It could have happened maybe at Hidden Trails when I was filling water up one day. It could have happened anywhere.
Okay. All right. So you
I'm
don't recall calling into the sheriff's office multiple times about how we stole your license?
Well, I found it after that. I did find it. 'Cause
All
I
of
handed
this is
one
over
of
a
your
license?
officers after
What's
that,
the
and I told
backstory
them I
here?
found it, sir. Okay, and then right after that's when I lost it.
Convenient.
Yeah, so I'm not lying. I never lied to you about nothing, sir.
All right. Did you file any paperwork with the court regarding your traffic citations?
What do you mean by that, sir?
About your other tickets we gave you?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to go do now at the courthouse. I just got a ticket the other day from Mr. Green
For what?
for not having my license.
So you got a ticket for not having your license.
Yeah, so I-
conveniently, you reported your license stolen, so you could get another one, and you told our subject at the substation that took your police report that you were filing this report so you can get a reduced fee on a license, so you could get it for
No, that's what happened. It got stolen out my car. I kept it right there in the middle, sir.
Is there anything you wish to add to your statement?
No, sir.
All right, face your vehicle for me.
You're going to arrest me for that? Are you serious? Come on now. Really? I didn't lie. Hey, I'm tired.
Wait, there got to be more to this story. They're arresting him for missing license?
Valid license.
Really? This is look, can I talk to a supervisor? You take me to jail for me filing a report of my license coming up missing, sir? Are you serious?
Jason, right now you're under arrest for felonious false affidavit.
I didn't lie, sir.
Listen to me.
Oh, they're gonna get him for felony falsifying
Just listen.
I want to talk to
report?
the supervisor.
You're more than welcome to talk when at jail.
Right now, this is bullcrap, man.
I don't
This
want
is bull crap.
You're not even about to investigate my stuff. It's nothing to do with you, man.
Okay.
Call me a liar? I didn't lie.
Okay. Face my view.
It's
What
about
do you mean? He said, I told him my
Widen
license
your
was
stance.
stolen out my car.
Widen your stance.
He's gonna crash
He said,
out
"You gotta
any
put
moment.
something." It
He's
was
gonna
your
crash
guy who
out.
told me that. Now you're arresting me?
That is correct. I have active
bull
felony
crap,
charges
man.
for your arrest.
Felony?
Yep.
This ain't no felony.
Making a false affidavit
I
to the
never did,
DMV
son.
is
This
a felony.
harassment, sir.
Okay.
You're not even supposed to be
Of course,
pulling me
that's
over
always-
anymore.
That's not how that works.
Oh yeah, I got a harassment suit on you guys. Yes, I do. You and Green. And you're gonna pull me over and take me to jail for me filing a report for my license coming
That's
stolen out my
filing a
car?
false
It's
report.
not a police report. How do you know it's false? How do you know it's false, sir? She's being recorded.
He knew he was gonna go to jail. He had his hands behind his back the whole
False.
time. He was just trying to be, I don't know, whatever.
How do you know it's false, man?
Watch your back before you get run over by a car.
Yo, go get my car. How do you know it's false, man? This is bullshit, sir. You can't arrest somebody for this shit, man. You're just making up reasons, man. Bullshit, man. I hope you lose your job, sir. I really do. I hope
Are you? Don't you have eviction paperwork?
Yeah, no, you know what? She has a lawyer that's suing you guys right now.
Have a seat.
Hey, he's taking me to jail for nothing. Because I made a report my license getting stolen.
Oh, this is
Have a seat.
kind of
How are you
crazy.
gonna arrest me
Have
for
a
this? I
seat
will.
before I put you in my
I
car.
don't care. I'm going in there, sir. You can't do this. You're so unprofessional, man. You can't find a reason for this.
He's so unprofessional. I mean,
You're that petty? Are you that petty, sir? Are you really that petty? You're real petty, man. Ain't my fault, man.
Stop! I can't breathe! Help! Please help!
are we live?
Breathe!
Check. Are we good?
I can't breathe! My papers and everything I need!
Can you grab that phone for me?
I don't know why I'm being arrested!
Don't female 1015 as well.
Hold on, chat. Are we here? Are we here? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I can't even stream. What is happening right now? Hello? Hello? Are we live? Chat? Mic check 1 2. What is happening right now? Are we good? Can we get a thumbs up if we're good? Trying to make sure that we're straight here, y'all. Looks like we had a little bit of a technical issue and shit. Let me end that real quick. Are we still live is the question. Looks like we're up. One second. Looks like we had a little bit of a tech issue here. I don't know why my stuff was going crazy. 1 second. Probably gonna run it back. Nah, not really. This kind of sucks. 1 second. Trying to go back live on IG. You see me on YouTube? What's up, man? All right, bet. That kind of just ruined the video, low key. I'm gonna have to edit it up or something. Let's make sure we're still good here. Bear with me. I haven't streamed in so long. It's like the system is acting crazy. There we go. Looks like we're straight. All right. We should be live again. All right. There we go. We're back. We're back. All right. Let's continue this. Sorry about the intermission there with the stuff.
I didn't do anything! No, I called my lawyer! No, my shit is burning!
You're under arrest, Tyra.
Why? I was killing you!
Stop!
Why am I under arrest? I was telling his grandmother.
Stop resisting me.
That's what you did.
Stop resisting me.
I'm not resisting. He did it. No, listen, I didn't pull my hand. He did it. Listen to me.
You are under arrest, Tyra.
Why am
They got them
I-
both down
Resisting an
bad.
officer for the second time while you're on pre-trial for it.
I'm not on pretrial, baby.
Yeah, you are. I talked to the state attorney about your case earlier.
Baby, I'm not on pretrial, I promise.
Are you
Listen.
on bond?
No, I'm done.
Well, you
Please
are under
don't
arrest for
listen
the
to me,
same
baby.
charge again.
Baby,
No,
listen to me.
we're done.
Listen.
Can you give me your car back here?
Lickety, please, y'all, listen to me. I was just telling his grandma where the car is.
I told you you are detained. You pulled away from me and ran across the road.
No, I didn't.
It's on video.
I didn't pull in front of Lickety.
Pulled away from me.
What are you talking about? Baby, why am I in
Tyra.
handcuffs? I don't know why I'm in handcuffs, please. I don't know why I'm in handcuffs. I didn't do anything. Oh, I didn't do nothing. Please, I did nothing. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Help. I didn't do anything.
She's cooked, bro.
Ow, ow,
She's
the
super
car
cooked.
goes. Where the car was? Are you listening
You're
to me?
under arrest, Tyra.
I didn't do anything.
Tyra, you have the right to remain
Let go
silent.
of me. I didn't do
For the
anything.
sake of using against uniform law.
My stuff is out there. I need my purse and my gun.
You have the right to have an attorney.
They gotta.
during
She gotta be
court.
like high on something right now.
Not a foreign attorney.
You better let
You-
go of me. Help! Help! Someone help me, please! Somebody please help! Please help me! Please! He's hurting
Stop!
me! Help!
Tyra!
Help!
Let it be noted, she's trying to rip my hand off her right now.
No, I am not. You're lying. I didn't do anything. Jason, I didn't do nothing, Chase.
Tyra, you are detained, which are now under
Baby,
arrest for.
why? I was
If
walking
you would
down the
shut
road.
up, I will tell you.
You tell me because I got on
Be quiet. I'm recording you right now, okay? In the vehicle that we just searched that you exited, there's narcotics in it. You are detained for that narcotics investigation. I told you you are detained. You ran across the road. Therefore, now that you resisted me, you are under arrest.
No, please.
Oh boy, they got him for
Jason, I don't
everything.
have anything to do with that. I swear to God. You
Guess
trust
what?
me. I had nothing to do with
I had
it.
plenty of time to do that before you ran away from me.
Listen to me. Please listen to me. I'm begging you. You're hurting me. I won't run.
Nope,
Please,
we're
listen
done.
to me, sweetie.
We're done. You're going to jail.
Once some cuffs are on, they are not coming off.
Stop turning around on me.
Jason, you're trying to say that there's narcotics and it's mine.
Jason, you damaged my car. You're going to jail.
Help! Help!
Who's gonna come? You got the.
Someone help!
She expects some citizen to come in there and like what? Interfere with the police?
Help! Someone help!
I get an additional unit, code 3. I
Help!
have one in the back seat trying to kick my window out, and then the other one trying to fight off.
He was there by himself. Where are the other units at?
Mr. Green, I didn't do nothing.
There was other officers there. Where'd they go?
Jason, he's hurting me. Jason,
Jason, you kicked my window out. You're getting more felony charges.
help!
Listen, bro. I don't think he cares at this point. You can't threaten him.
My feet are burning.
Get on the grass.
Stop.
Jesus.
Stop.
Have a seat. Sit.
Let go of me.
Have a seat.
Let go of me.
Have a seat.
You better let go of me.
Have a seat.
Oh, you're gonna break my wrist.
Have a seat.
You better let go of me.
Have a seat.
Let go, please.
Tyra.
I can't. My knee
Have a
is
seat.
stuck. I got a bad knee, you son of a bitch.
It was crazy.
There's no heat in my vehicle.
I have a bad knee.
He got to deal with both of them.
You're cranked up on 7.
Officer, Lickety, what did I do? I didn't.
I don't know.
Lickety, please, I didn't do nothing.
Please want me for?
Can we put Jason in your car, please?
Lickety, Lickety, all I was doing.
Actually, wait for the other one to come. We'll put her in there.
Lickety, all I was doing was saying, hey, Jason's grandma's coming in the car.
Okay,
And I was giving her directions, that's all I did.
You want me to tell you? Obviously, I look back and you're on the ground fighting.
Because what did I do?
It's on video, Tyra.
Put your hands on your back and you're on the ground fighting.
But I didn't do anything.
It didn't matter that way. If a deputy tells you to stop, Tyra, you have to stop.
Go.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, what a shit show this turned into.
Turn my court papers in, please. Oh, it's just me and Chloe and my son.
Tyra,
Alex
you're
is
under
not
arrest.
there.
We're not even worried about him.
I
already know where he is.
I have to have my help. I'm gonna lose my house.
It's already being evicted.
No, I can save it. I have the letter.
No, you should have thought that before you ran from me.
Wait,
What is it about this? It's not even about this, Tyler.
I know.
First of all, stop.
I'm trying to make it to the courthouse. I'm
My
not
name is
doing it.
Lickety, not Lickety.
Look at him, please.
Lickety.
Okay.
Please. I don't know.
Anyway,
Please.
this deputy gave you a lawful order to stop.
I didn't do anything.
It doesn't matter if you feel you didn't do anything.
Last time y'all did me so nothing and it's being dropped.
Okay, great.
And I'm not being me. I'm not yelling. I'm not doing any of that. He's in my arms. My head.
This is-
The deputy
Threw me
told
on
you
the
to stop.
ground.
And because you're resisting him.
I didn't do anything. Look at me. Look at me.
We'll put her in.
Please, look at him. Please, I need him. I need to turn my paperwork in.
Yeah, we'll put
Please,
her,
I don't.
her and Wilkie's.
Talking to Delta 212, status check.
I have no reason to be under arrest. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't.
This is at this point it's getting annoying hearing her. Fuck me. Just take her and throw her in jail already at this point.
Wilkie. She's going in your car. Just follow me down.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. I said nothing. I was
She's under arrest for my charges. He's under arrest for Green's charges. I don't have these double locks. If you got a key, I lost mine somewhere. We'll throw her in your car. You follow me down.
God damn, they look young as shit. This guy just graduated high school.
1, 2, 3.
They both look young.
We'll grab him.
No, it's hot. It's
Hold on.
hot.
She's corrected. The 8 minutes warm. Let me get it.
I didn't do anything. I promise.
Okay, I'm a new deputy,
I can't see.
okay?
I didn't do anything. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Have your other shoe on or no?
No, I do not.
I don't know where one is.
Real quick.
Listen, my phone is over there. It's over there.
Oh, here it is.
It's burning.
Here.
Here, hold on. They're real hot.
Just come here. I'm just gonna pull up.
Don't follow me.
I didn't.
Pull the car up for you.
You know I didn't do it.
Pulled away from me and grabbed me.
No, I did
It's
not.
all on video. You see that?
Look at this. Come
Yeah, well, that's what you
on.
get for resisting. That's not how it works.
I didn't do anything, and you know I didn't. Please,
told you
I
you
have
were
to go
detained.
to court. Please.
I'll take you down there. Come over here.
No, why am I going to jail? I want my phone and my purse.
I got shoes on there.
Okay,
I want my phone. I want my purse.
all right. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
I want my phone, my purse, my papers.
Okay.
They're in the middle of the road. Will you please get them, please?
Your papers aren't in the middle of the road anymore. I'll find them for you, okay?
Please, they're my papers. I was supposed to turn in, please. That's where I was going.
Oh man.
I'm gonna lose my house.
Oh look, the boss is on scene. Well, the supervisor's on scene now.
Okay, make sure that's up there. Here, lean back for 1 second. Lean back for 1 second. I just want to make sure you're safe, okay?
This whole stop was just messy.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Talking to Juliet 31, status check.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. All right. So this black product down here.
Yeah.
We have passed on felony charges from last night from Deputy Green. We observed it leaving the house over here. Conducted our traffic stop. Did a brief interview with the subject. Advised him he was under arrest for his felonious charges. He went on his little rage. No big deal. Just screaming and yelling. Put him in the car. He begins to inventory the car because he doesn't have a valid license and it's registered to somebody that's not on scene for the tow.
Sure.
During that, we found narcotics. She was released because we were just taking her.
Yeah.
Or him. So she was walking down the road. I'll find the narcotics. They came back to re-detain her until we know what we had. She refused, turned, threw her stuff, ran, clawed at my hand. A little bit of blood, no big deal.
Okay.
Took her down in the grass right over here, so it was a soft spot, not on the hardwood. Fought the whole time getting cuffed in. Finally got her cuffed in, and just doing her screaming now.
Okay.
So she's going for the resisting.
Okay.
And he's going for his charges from last night.
All right. So she didn't destroy any evidence or anything
No,
like that. Okay.
Not yet, as far as we know. We haven't searched the
So
person.
you
or
went
anything
in
like
for
that, but yeah.
violence
Her husband is one
and
that
battery.
was felony warrant as well.
Okay.
I'm now at the house for 110 days now.
Ah,
So
nice.
They hate us basically because they feel he's on house arrest for us. But if it would have just came out, it would be our release and everything. You know, so she's going for that. He's finishing inventory over there.
All right, well, this video, it was kind of lackluster. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, man. My ears actually want to bleed from listening to that lady cry and complain so much. You know what I mean? That was a tough one to watch. That was so tough to watch. I do got something else, though. This one.
On March 13th.
All right. All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this video from Bodycam Watch on YouTube. I'll link to them down below for you to check it out, support their channel. It says, speeder loses her mind when the police tow her car. Let's take a look and see how bad this gets. I swear, if I have to hear more crying and complaining, I'm going to lose it.
2024, an officer pulled over a driver for speeding and whose license had been suspended.
Hey, Cleo, what's going on with your license? You gotta get it fixed, so you know it's suspended. Do you have somebody that can come pick you up?
Yeah.
All right, can you give them a call and have them come here because you can't be driving? Huh? You're just gonna walk home?
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, hold on. You're not, Kalia. You can't leave yet. Like,
She
I
mad?
still gotta give you all your, your ticket and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So just go ahead and hang out here and.
I can already tell the attitude. She's about to lose it, bro. She about to lose it. What state is this in? Let's see, take a look.
53 to 15. Do you have a unit tonight?
He already knows. Eustace? Chat, where's that at? Eustace? E-U-S-T-I-S? What state is that?
10-4. If you can start them this way. She's already out of the vehicle and very emotional. She may.
He already knew. Yeah, he already knew she's about to go and crash out.
She's going 47. But she doesn't have a license. Her license got taken away from her because she's suspended. The tag's expired.
Okay. I take it we're going to tow the car then?
It's not in the roadway.
Well, my concern is that she's probably going to hop back in and drive away.
And then you just catch her again.
Hey. Hi.
Are y'all okay? I'll get in my car. I don't know what's going on in Wide Street people's way.
I'm Sergeant Brown. My officer called me here because I guess you were upset.
It's good. I'm getting a ticket.
Okay. Do you have somebody to pick you up in your car?
She's back there.
Okay. Is she going to drive the car too?
No.
Okay. Are you going to have somebody take the car?
She got mad attitude, man. It, like, you could tell she's gonna make it more than what it needs to be. You already know it's about to go. It's about to go down. Oh, so somebody came pick her up.
What's that? That's not too bad. It's growing on me. Okay.
She needs to calm down. Yeah, there's no reason, you know, like you got caught riding dirty. Like, you know, you're riding. Here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing, chat. Like, you know, you're riding dirty, then like, and you get caught, like, bro, like, don't make it worse for yourself because you already knew. You know what I'm saying? She already knew she was riding dirty. She got. She just took the ticket, and the unnecessary attitude is gonna pin her and make it just go worse. I already see it coming. She's gonna crash out.
Hey, is somebody gonna help her like get the car and stuff like that?
It's my car. He asked me. It's my car too. Don't tell him nothing about my car.
I don't understand why she's being rude. Here's what happened.
I told you my car is gonna get taken care of.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Let's chill out with the attitude. Thank you. Then you can stay over there. Thank you. So, I guess what happened was my officer called me because I guess she was upset.
It's me. It's not so.
And
okay, you're not my mother. I'm not a child. Can I talk?
Thank you.
You want to know if somebody's coming to get the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, somebody's gonna come get the car.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna come get the car.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know because I don't want to tow it because it's more money
You're
for
not
her.
gonna tow it. It's good. Oh, I understand the process.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna come get the car. We'll live all around. We're gonna. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you, ma'am. That's all I needed to know. I don't know.
Her talking
I just
gonna
got
get
here
that car
like a minute
towed.
ago, and I got everything.
Just shut up.
I know the process. We're gonna get the car.
Yeah, and the reason like I tried talking to her, she was being rude, so that's why.
I'll have my mom come help me get the car.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'm grown. She about to catch these grown problems.
So can I take her? Can we go or?
Not just yet. He's printing out the paperwork and stuff. So yeah.
Can you come help me get Leah car from by the lake?
Yeah, what did you come?
Just to let her know to come get it. That's it. Chill. Hey, is there anything else?
Tia, we're here.
No, that just I seen a person with a valid license, and then
She didn't let me know what happened. I rushed out the house without my purse.
Like,
Can I go? You want me to go home and get it?
Yeah,
but I don't. Leah, can you chill?
No, because I'm grown as No, you doing that?
See, this boy, she's even acting like that with her sister, and her sister like chill. She's like, I'm grown. You about to get these grown problems. I'm actually at this point, I'm waiting for it to come down, man. You know what I mean? Some people deserve what you know what I'm saying? Like deserve the shit that happens to them. She's a prime example of that. You know what I mean? Now, if they were dirty with her and doing stuff, I'd be like, yo, that's bogus. But she's got it coming. I promise you.
Yeah,
What's up, Ray?
It's about your car. That's when you answer the phone. I'm going out of
Okay, what is it, Leah?
So-
Like you doing a lot.
I don't give
Way too much. For
all
no
I need
reason.
is like once she gets her citation stuff like that, whoever's gonna drive the car, I just need someone with a valid ID.
She's not. She lives cities over. Leah, he's asking me a question. He's not asking about that. What is wrong?
He got to check her.
valid ID for whoever's going to come get the car.
Exactly. I'm telling him. So I'm telling him. What is it you want?
Just,
what else?
just a valid driver. Yeah, I know. Not about you. I understand.
She's
Yeah,
tired of her sister for real.
Just whoever's gonna come get the car.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna wait until they get here.
We're good.
Once she gets her citation, I'll...
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it.
I'm good. I know how to read.
Well, there's.
Well, when you're done explaining, I'll...
Oh my God. Look at
Roll the window up. So
I have to sign it?
yes.
Okay, let's sign it.
Okay. So.
Well, I know how to sign. I know where to sign it. Show me where I sign it. I know
All
how
right.
to read it.
Well, I have to explain it to you.
Okay.
You have a court date.
Words.
Okay, you have a court date on the 2nd
Cool.
of April.
Oh, bro,
April.
she's
I
the
need warrant. If
worst.
you don't sign up, I mean, if you don't show up,
EBP, what up?
a warrant will be.
I'll call him or tell him.
Supreme, what's up, bro?
Okay. You need to sign on the X.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be back to get that.
Okay.
You know what? We're just gonna tow the car.
Oh, the sergeant said, forget it. Yo, he said, forget it. I ain't giving him no more leniency and cooperation. We just gonna tow it and call it a day. It's about to erupt right now. Y'all ready for this? Get your popcorn. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey. You guys can get your car from the tow truck. It's coming. It's coming. No, it's on the side of the road.
Go get your license.
And y'all literally, I don't give a...
The sister left her? Yo, the sister bailed on her. Like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. Sometimes you gotta really learn the hard way. She about to learn.
Do not get back. Stop.
What are y'all talking?
Did she wait, did he really pull a taser out like quick? Wait, chill, bro. I mean, I get she's acting a little fucking rude and obnoxious, but
Do not get back. Stop.
What are y'all talking?
Stop.
What the f is wrong with y'all?
Stop. Get out of the road.
Get out of the road. We're done. We're done.
Yeah. Whoa, my God.
what are they gonna arrest her for?
Your attitude is off the chain.
Wait, yeah, but like you can't arrest her for attitude. What are they gonna arrest her on grounds of what?
Y'all, I have shit to lose. Are y'all crazy? What am I getting taken for?
Your attitude needs to calm down. Okay?
That's
you gonna
not-
calm down?
That's not an arrestable offense. Now this is where I'm like, all right, you're losing me, cops. It's not an arrestable offense. You got a shitty attitude and she's being loud, and I get it. It's fucking the worst. I really feel for them when they got to deal with that. It's terrible, right? But what you said you're under arrest. They said she's under arrest. So what's the charge?
You gonna calm down?
Yeah. Dude, like, what is y'all police got too much authority. That's crazy, dude. Like, I graduated in literally 4 weeks, get my nursing license in literally 4 weeks. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. I got
You
way
is
too much.
15. He's 10-4.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Are you going to listen
Bro,
now?
y'all, what?
We're gonna wait a minute.
Bro,
Give me your
what?
phone. Give me your phone.
Yo, what? I never been to jail, arrested, or nothing. Bro, y'all not
Ma'am.
my parents, bro.
Ma'am.
Y'all can't. Y'all,
Are you going to listen?
Of course, yeah.
Please listen, okay?
She's psycho, bro. Hey, and the fact that she's gonna be a nurse is kind of scary.
I don't know what your attitude problem is today, but
Nothing.
listen, just listen, okay? We were willing to work with you, okay? But you are just off the chain.
No, they said you're being arrested, Skettle. They said you're being arrested. If they say that, you got under what charge? What are you gonna do? You're arrested, and then we're just gonna unarrest you after the fact?
Okay.
Like,
You need to
that's
calm
not how that
down.
works.
I'm calm. I just told you I'm calm. I'm gonna
Okay.
cooperate.
What's the attitude?
Nothing.
Nobody was rude to you.
Nothing. I'm
Nobody
good. I just
nobody
said I'm
cursed
fine.
at you.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to talk to you,
We're
but you're being very rude.
We're good. You're my friend. We're good.
So what is the problem?
Nothing.
Okay. So here's the deal. We're gonna tow your car
Why are you towing my car?
because it's on the side of the road. It's on private
Did
property.
she just tell you my mother was literally coming up here? Y'all asked for validation. She told you my mother was coming. Y'all didn't like the way I talked to y'all, so now it's tow truck.
And now you're gonna face a resisting charge, all because of your attitude.
How am I facing a resisting charge? And I'm literally.
Bro, I swear resisting is the catch-all charge, bro. They can just, you were resisting, and they just use it as the predicating factor to just hem you up. It's so free to use that as a catch-all charge.
It's called not listening.
This is crazy. I cannot believe this is happening because some police officers don't like how I'm talking. How do y'all think I'm gonna feel? How do y'all think people have other stuff going on in their life? Nothing. I don't have nothing against y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all are pulling me over. I have other stuff going on in my life.
If you're being pulled over for speeding.
Because I'm speeding. Okay, that's
yes.
I never got mad at him. I don't know why he called y'all. I was frustrated. He told me I never got out of my car until he told me I needed someone to come pick me up. So I said, I'll start walking. He said, well, you need to wait because I have to give you your ticket and everything. So I just sat down there and I waited. My car is hot. My air doesn't work. I'm not understanding why he called y'all. I never resisted. When he told me I was getting a ticket, when he told me I was speeding, I never once said I'm not speeding. I understand if I'm speeding, I'm speeding. What can I do about that?
Okay, number two, he's trying to explain the citation.
Okay, go ahead. I understand. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Okay, well,
He was trying to explain it to you, and you're still being rude and not listening.
I'm listening.
And then we're telling
it's
you
like
not
y'all want me to be like a child and say yes, sir, yes.
Yeah, like this is why I kind of have a problem with it. They're kind of trying to scold her. Like that's not their job to try and get her to conform to how she behaves. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what this seems like. It's more of like we're gonna sit you down in timeout and correct you like a parent. Like either arrest her and take her off for some shit, or like this whole weird parenting cop parenting situation where you're trying to tell her how you talk. Like, bro, it's irrelevant. Like first of all, you're wasting your time. Secondly, it's not in your purview to even do this shit. If you deal with how people deal with you, and if she's being a bitch about it, and then just hem her up and take her off. I don't understand why he's trying to like teach her like a dad.
Yes, sir.
No.
I'm angry. I have other stuff going on in my life. I just came home from school. Okay, I get a ticket.
All right,
cool.
put your legs in, please.
There you go. That's all he had to do. Like, stop trying to fucking talk to her and just hem her up, bro. Like, that's it.
Wrong? What are you wanting me to say here? Yes, sir. Like, what are you wanting me to say? I just want my twin sister to come back so bad. Like, this is crazy. This is so.
We'll search her at the jail. We'll search her at the jail. I'm not doing this. Hopefully I didn't scratch your hood when I tossed my clipboard up there.
Which hood?
Yours.
Aw.
I said we're not doing this, and I threw my clipboard up there.
Lord, I beg you,
Okay.
my sister back, Lord.
She started resisting without violence and driving license suspended with knowledge. Okay.
So she's 10:15. Okay. Do you want me to speed it?
Yeah,
She's might as well stop. She's already kicking the partition.
Okay.
Well, that's how that ended. Listen, man. She brought it on herself, and then you know what I'm saying. Like as I always say, if you're gonna handle situations a certain way, and then when they put the cuffs on you, you can't fold. She wanted to have the attitude the whole time, and the minute they hemmed her up and put her in the car seat in the back of the cruiser, now she wants to be like, let's talk about it. And I'm not understanding. One, it's too late, so she got what she deserved. Secondly, as I said already, cops trying to like parent her was weird too. Just keep her moving, lock her, put her in the seat, strap her up, and keep her moving. You know what I mean? It's not your role to try and talk sense to some of these people and stuff. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want her putting an IV in my arm with that attitude. Yeah, imagine, right? Imagine, yeah, that's the other thing too. She said she's gonna be a nurse, so she's trying to say you don't know what people got going on in their life. Yeah, so I go to go get blood taken, and you're gonna stab my arm up because you mad because of what's going on in your personal life. I mean, it's not an excuse. You got to be able to like separate the personal stuff from a totally separate situation. So she got what she deserved for sure. All right. You can't be wrong and strong. Exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, real quick, if you're on IG, guys, if the IG stream cuts off, make sure you come over on YouTube, y'all. YouTube.com/djmoondawglive. I pinned it in the IG chat in case the stream cuts off, because IG tends to do that to my streams. All right, let's take a look at some other stuff here. Let's see. I want to take a look at let's see here. Are we gonna do this one? How long is this one?
Gen Z is.
I wanted to see this one. This one seems interesting, y'all. It says Gen Z is undateable. I'm kind of curious. Y'all want to check it out? I want to see what they have to say. Did you see the video of the police officer trying to steal that one guy's money when they were taking him to get checked in after arrest? No, I didn't see that. That's a thing? That's crazy. I think we're going to check this one out real quick. Hold on one second. Pull it up. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. You ready? All right, y'all, what's up? Today, we're going to take a look at... let me do that again if I can talk properly. All right, what's up, y'all? Today, we're going to take a look at this video from YouTube channel, Christina Aaliyah. I'll link to her down below so you can check it out since it's her video. We're going to listen and kind of react and talk about this topic, which is Gen Z undateable? You know, it's a big topic right now about the dating pool and the dating life and dating in general, how bad, bad it is and all of that. So let's see what she has to say on this video. Kind of went kind of viral for her. So let's dive into it, see what happens here.
Gen Z is undateable. I know why you're here.
I am 21 and I've never had a boyfriend.
This is coming from someone who's never been in a relationship. And I'm in my 20s right now.
What age is it a red flag if somebody says they've never been in a serious relationship?
20. I've calculated.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with being in your 20s and not having a serious relationship. Like, let's be honest here. If you're 15, 16, you're in a little puppy love high school relationship, it's not really real. Bro, even some of these people, which I hate hearing it when people are in a relationship in their teen, like 16, and they've been with somebody for like 6-7 years until their early 20s, mid 20s. That's all they've known. That's such a terrible thing. You know what I mean? It really is, because you don't get to experience nothing, and it kind of sets you back in a certain regard. But I honestly don't think there's nothing wrong with just cruising through your teenage years. I'm not saying you can't like date and have a relationship, but like to be in something serious and long term, I don't think so. I think that you're better suited to doing that when you're more financially and emotionally like established and set, and then you can really bring something to a relationship. When you in your late teens, early 20s, like, what do you really got? You only got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I've been on around 80 dates, and maybe you've been on more, maybe you've been on less. But one thing that I'm sure we've all thought to ourselves is, what's wrong with me? Why haven't I been in a relationship yet? Am I looking in the right places? How do I meet people in real life?
I didn't date at all until my late 20s.
Only time I held hands with a guy that wasn't my family was that I had to dance in a literal circle.
And when I say I didn't date, I mean I didn't do anything until I was 26.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, she definitely keeping it. She keeping that thing locked, you know what I mean? But I don't think there's nothing wrong getting into your 20s, mid 20s, and you haven't really dove into anything super serious. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether or not you're sexually active is a different thing. I don't,
And then you see like kids who are younger than you in relationships.
I had no idea what a relationship was like. I'd never slept with someone before. I'd never gone on a date. I never held hands with anyone. Nothing.
I'm 26 and I've never been on a date. I've never been on like a legit official date.
Here's the thing about that too, though. If you ask them what is their idea of a date, they probably went on the date. They're just not what they imagine in their head or what they are led to believe a date is. I'm willing to bet if you were to ask them to describe what like an actual date is with you, they're gonna be like, oh, you picked me up, you opened the door, we got dressed up, went to this nice restaurant, it was this whole magical fairy tale experience. And I bet you, I'm willing to bet that is their interpretation, their idea of like what a date is, when in fact a date can be much more simpler than that. And it's not like that. I'm not saying that you can't have a date that is like that, but you can certainly do something that's more fun, or an adventurous date, something more chill date. And that still constitutes constitutes date, but in their minds, it doesn't qualify because it's not in their mind what a date is supposed to be like, you know?
It's easy to blame our singleness on the age of social media and being chronically online, but there's a few more reasons you might not have thought of as to why Gen Z is undateable. If you're new, I'm Christina and I make videos for people who are feeling lonely. If you're a people pleaser, overthinker, overachiever, over anythinger, you're in the right place. We have seen statistic after statistic, article over article, constant media coverage on the fact that Gen Z is very much single. Whether by choice or not, a lot of us are in our single era. Maybe we want to, maybe we want to focus on ourselves, or maybe we're not. Maybe we're single and we actually want to be in our first relationship for once. There's lots of videos circulating on the internet on this topic, but there's a few things that people just aren't talking about.
I mean, I'm just really curious here because I already know where I'm gonna go with this, but I'm gonna hold it for a second just to kind of see where she wants to dive into this before I share my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Go on a cruise and get some tacos and a drink, and I call it a date. Yeah, I mean, that can be as simple as that for sure.
Gen Z want to be perfect. I'll start dating when I graduate. I'll start dating when I have a good job. I'll start dating when I lose weight. I'll start dating when I have good money. We all want to be perfect for our partners, and when you think about it in a way, it's very, very sweet. It's very endearing. We are a generation that we actually want to present our best selves to our partners. We don't want to come like half-heartedly. We don't want to come to a partner as a project that's not quite finished yet or not quite at its best. We all want to be perfect.
And there within lies a big part of the problem, y'all, is that if you think about like my parent, your grandparent, you know what I mean? Like things are never perfect. And I think that is something that social media has as a byproduct of it, has, whether it's purposely or unintentionally, I think it's maybe more unintentionally, but that is what is essentially implanted in the brains of people, is because we see the certain lifestyles and the aesthetics on social media, then we then believe that I have to have the same look, the same this, the same that is what I see. And so therefore it starts to imprint in people's brains that like, before I can get with someone, I got to be perfect. I have to have everything in a row. I got to lose 30 pounds. I got to make $30,000 more in salary. You see what I'm saying? Like it starts to add these self-imposed ideas of what you need to have in order before you can even partake in the dating process, when I fundamentally don't believe that that's necessary. You think about our parents, grandparents, their parents and grandparents, like they didn't always have everything in their ducks in order. And the reality is, the way life is set up, you never really have all your ducks in a row. You might have a few of them in the line, you might have quite a bit, but you never have everything lined up perfectly. It's the way life is. Life's going to throw you curveballs. There's always going to be challenges on various levels that you have to overcome and deal with. So you're never going to be perfect, and the perfect situation doesn't exist. And a lot of people are sitting back, holding themselves back, waiting for the perfect situation, the perfect storm to happen to allow them rather to get involved, to then date. They're looking for the perfect, and then if it's not that, then it's this one, right? And let me know how many of y'all, understand this part. People are looking for the perfect partner. And again, it doesn't exist. These things don't exist. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect partner. You can have someone that brings a lot, has a lot of qualities and things that you value, but they're not going to have everything. It's the 80-20 rule.
And as endearing as that is, that's probably one of the main reasons why our generation is so single. I think when you're constantly online, you see so many other people achieving big things in life. Maybe it's nothing crazy like becoming millionaires at 19 or buying a Lamborghini at 24. Maybe it's nothing crazy like that. But you see people that you went to high school with, like buying a house. Or you see people that you went to college with, like having their first baby. Someone that you were colleagues with who's just got a promotion into a huge company in a new position. You've got so many people in your life that you were aligned with that have maybe made major moves, which is great for them, but then it makes you put conditions on when you will get to those moves. Like, I'll start dating when I have money.
Exactly.
I'll start dating when I look better. I'll start dating when I have the right wardrobe. I feel like Gen Z is less and less open to being imperfect and a little bit flawed. And compared to other generations like millennials and the generation before that, I feel like they maybe embrace their flaws a little bit more, and we definitely embrace them less. One of the main reasons why is because we have so many expectations. Going into anything nowadays, It's starting a new side hustle, going into a new job, going to a certain university, going into a relationship. There's so many expectations as to what will happen. Like, people have made a million videos on how to get a boyfriend or how to get a situationship to progress into a relationship, how to get into this university, how to get this job, how to have a successful pregnancy delivery situation. There's expectations and a rule book for everything, and it means that you put so many expectations on how it has to happen. If I have a relationship, it has to look like this.
I mean, she's basically saying what I just said. Welcome to the video. I just managed to say everything she said in the first 4 minutes of the video. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it is. We're putting these unrealistic, you know, terms on our lives. And yeah, we're talking, this video is about dating, but this extends way beyond dating. You know, this idea. And then listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, when I was in my early 20s, I thought the same thing. I thought I had to have all my shit together by like 25, 26. I thought I had to have all of these things accumulated, ready to go by that age. And I also thought that hitting 30 meant I was over the hill. And then you get to 30, you're like, oh shit, like I'm young as fuck. You know what I mean? So we need to remove these preconceived notions in our minds that really hamper us back, not only in dating, but in life in general. You know what I mean? Things will happen when they do happen. And certainly that doesn't mean you just wait for something to happen. You got to be proactive to set yourself up for things. But I say that to say that as you're setting, as you're setting yourself up to achieve things and do things, as you're doing those things, it'll happen when it then happens, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Has to say this. He can't do this. There's like rules for everything.
Unrealistic perspectives. True. You must love yourself and God first. Absolutely.
I know for me, when I've gone on dates and I have expectations in my mind, I'm definitely not as open, and I don't think that's a good thing. Sometimes people say for a reason, don't they? When you're least expecting something, that's when it will happen.
Yeah, sure.
Expectations can sometimes hinder the dating process. You might think you have an idea of exactly what you want, and maybe you've watched those manifestation videos that tell you to write a list of what you're looking for in a partner. All that is great, but sometimes when you think you know what you want, on one hand, oh, I want this, I want him to tick all of these boxes, there's going to be something else that you've not even thought of, never even met, never even like comprehended, that could be even better than what you want. I was on TikTok looking at different videos on this topic, and this one I saved in particular. I've not watched it yet. I'll watch it with you guys.
I am 21 and I've never had a boyfriend. Is that weird?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
That is not in any way weird. You hear me? When I was 21, I knew absolutely nothing about boys. I'm 23 years old now, and I have many friends who are just as old as me, and they have never had a boyfriend, and they have never even had their first kiss. And this is a very healthy thing. Taking your time is
That's another thing with social media. There is no rush. Like, you see anything that you want, like, not even just relationships, anything you want career-wise, emotional-wise, weight loss-wise, clothing-wise, fashion-wise, Instagram-wise, someone has had it younger than you, and sometimes that puts so much pressure for you to hurry up. But in reality, like, what are you hurrying up for?
I think that that's also part of the social media problem, is because it's these algorithms and let's say, for example, we'll take it outside of dating. Let's say it's about your health, and you want to lose a couple of pounds, whatever it is. So you watch a video about, maybe it's on some exercises to help you lose some stomach fat or something, or whatever it be. You watch one, the algorithm catches on that, like, that's what you're interested in and engaging with. Now it starts feeding you videos more of that stuff, and then you start seeing these people with ripped bodies, and you're like, holy shit. Like, you look at yourself and you're looking at all your feed of just people chiseled or super toned, and you're like, fuck, like it messes with people's heads. You know what I mean? And I think that's the unintended consequences of these social media platforms and these algorithms, especially, they keep you there, keep you hooked and all that stuff.
You don't know the chapters of your life that are yet to come. Everything happens exactly as it's meant to, and it's a shame because we only ever see that in hindsight.
Because you cannot do anything worse than have certain experiences too early just because other people are having them and you think that you are missing out. You are on your own personal timeline that needs to work for you and only for you and for no one else, because you need to live with your choices, not your friends, not your parents, not the people around you. You need to live with your choices.
Yeah, that's so true, because a lot of times people measure their life against what they see on social media and the people around them. And that is, I promise you, y'all, that is the single worst thing you can do, is if you allow yourself to succumb to that. If you allow yourself to judge your life, your accomplishments against that of someone else's, because you have different life paths, you have different everything, and it's never apples to apples comparisons. So when you do sit there and think about, oh, so-and-so's got it like this and they're my age, so-and-so's got the husband and wife and they're my age, well, like, they have a totally different life. You can't even remotely compare the two, and what's meant for you is meant for you. You know what I mean?
And if you can sleep.
Creole Brown, what's up? Hernandez, we need more haven't had a boyfriend girls, man, because it seems the high majority these days competing for who has the most body or something. Disgusting. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hear you.
Night, knowing that you're not pained by a broken heart, then girl, that is a win.
That is a win, for sure. Sometimes when we think relationships, we automatically assume it's going to be positive, and that's a good bias to have. It's definitely a good bias to have, but sometimes I think you can be a bit blindsided, and you might romanticize the process a bit too much and forget that sometimes relationships can be actually really, really toxic, or really sad, really abusive, really like not what you'd expect. It can be your worst nightmare.
It's true.
So sometimes when you're not having a certain thing,
How many of y'all have been in some toxic, terrible relationships? Huh? I'm willing to bet more times than not, most people have had, for sure, at least one, if not two or three. You know what I mean?
just assume you're missing out on a good thing. You might be missing out on a very bad thing.
Relationship when I was 21, and before that I had never even really been in the same room with a guy alone ever. And honestly, it was an experience and I learned a lot from it, but also part of why I went into that relationship was because I felt like everybody else had already been through it and I was kind of falling behind, and I was scared that I, wouldn't find anybody that really liked me.
That's another part of it, which is the peer pressure. A lot of times it's not even direct peer pressure, because what she just described right there, right, is the idea that everyone around her homegirls are experiencing boys and doing stuff with boys, right? Both physical and dating and all of that. And because she isn't, now she's not able to engage with her friends to the extent that when they're talking about boyfriends and all the boy stuff, oh, I kissed my first boy, I kissed, all that stuff that girls will do. And same thing, and don't get me wrong, this happens with guys too, you know what I'm saying? For guys that are not at the same point where their friends are, they're gonna be missing out on those conversations with their boys, like, oh man, I was rubbing her ass. And you're the one there like, I never rubbed on a girl's ass. And while none of your friends are like, yo bro, you gotta go smash some guts, you gotta go smash it. Just the mere fact of them having those conversations and you're not able to engage with your friends on these what are now common experiences for the majority of them, you start to feel a pressure. And you just then decide, like what she kind of described here, about giving a shot, to kind of see what it is and experience it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes I think we can settle for less. If you're the sort of person that's clicked on this video, if you've ever seen those 19 and never had a boyfriend, 21 never had a girlfriend, if you've ever seen those videos, sometimes when you're like two in your head,
I should just troll and put up a video and be like, I've never had a girlfriend, and see how that goes.
Thinking too much about that sort of thing, you're catastrophizing and trying to nitpick at yourself and break apart all the reasons why you are single and why you're going to be forever alone. Sometimes it will make you settle for less. Like, you'll see someone come along that maybe you wouldn't have gone for initially. They don't tick all the things on your list, on your manifestation list.
There you go.
But you're going to settle because you're like, oh, I have to, I'm behind. Like, you're not behind. How could you ever be behind? No one else has lived your life before.
That's true.
Experienced it, so why not do it now? And so I rushed into it and obviously got hurt in the process. And so in many ways, I do wish I would have waited for that right person instead of thinking, oh, but I am too old now and, I'm just missing out. You're not missing out.
Yo, on the point, this needs to be said. This might be a little bit of a hot take, one of many I have, but this whole idea of the right person, let me tell y'all, man, there's like no such thing, man. Like the idea of waiting for someone to do something with as the right person, whether losing your virginity or, deciding to be intimate with someone or whatever, it's not like the perfect person. It's the person that's like, you're comfortable with, I think, is what it really should be. Like the person you're comfortable with, that you feel safe with, and you know, then you just kind of do it.
You are creating the best version of yourself and loving yourself, learning to love yourself. And that makes you way more ahead than other people are, because other people try to find validation in their relationship and in other people.
Yep.
And then they hurt those people because they don't even love themselves. Whereas it's way smarter to learn to love yourself first and then commit to somebody else.
Yo, Shorty's cooking, man. She's really cooking. I couldn't agree anymore with what she said right there. You got to make peace with yourself and be happy with yourself. And when you are, and you're comfortable in your own skin, you can really then, I think you're then ready for something that involves another person. You know what I mean? Too many times, far too much, we see people that are not happy themselves seek the happiness from a relationship. And those are some of the most toxic ones, because here's a perfect scenario of like how that plays out. Person, this could be male or female, so don't get wrapped up on like the gender here, but the one person isn't really like happy with themselves and whatever it may be, right? So they go out and they get somebody, becomes their boyfriend and their girlfriend, and they pour themselves into it way too much. And then when something doesn't work out and the other person leaves them or they break up, now they're like crashing out. They're crashing out. Why are they crashing out? Because they were receiving the love and whatever other things they were getting out of it from the other person that they never gave to themselves. And because they're losing it, they're freaking out. You know what I mean? So if you're not taking the steps to love yourself, be comfortable with who you are, and in all aspects, y'all. I'm talking about physically, mentally, spiritually. If you believe in such, if you're not content with that, you're not gonna really be happy, and you're gonna have like this falsehood idea of being with someone's gonna give you that happiness. It may be there while you're together, but when it ends, and let's be real, most times it ends at some point. You know what I mean? You're gonna be miserable, and it's gonna be a crash out horror story breakup.
Right? Word, that was facts. When it comes to relationships, your level of patience reflects your level of confidence. If you are rushing into something and desperate to get into something now, this week, this month, that's just a sign that you lack a lot of confidence. And sometimes I think when you settle, it's not even because you believe you deserve this thing you've settled for. You know you don't deserve the way that they treat you, the way that they take 3 days to reply to your messages. Like, you know you don't deserve that, but your confidence is lacking, and it shows in your lack of patience. Another reason Gen Z are undateable is Gen Z refuse to open up. I'm not going to tell you how I feel. I'm not going to talk about my feelings. I'm not going to be vulnerable. I'm not going to share my deepest, darkest secrets. I'm not going to share all the things I actually need to have a relationship. This one is very much a personal one for me because I cannot open up. Being vulnerable is something I've struggled with for such a long time. But what I've come to realize in therapy and talking to people and eventually opening up is if you can't open up, you can't connect. If you want connection, you want a relationship, even just deep, really good friendships that people just know you have to open up. You can't have a surface level friendship and expect your friends to care about you. I'm sure we've all had that where you've been friends with someone, you've been like small talk friends is what I like to call it. Like you talk about like little things, like what's on the TV, the weather, like school, you talk about college, you talk about work, you talk about surface level stuff. But if you got like a health scare or a family emergency, like you wouldn't be able to tell them, you'd be too scared. If you had like, I don't know, a talking stage, like fall apart, like you wouldn't be able to tell them because you just don't open up in that way. In anything, whether it's friendships or relationships, the depth of vulnerability is going to be the depth of the relationship. Like,
yeah, she cooked on that one. That's so true. You, at a certain point, you do have to expand, open up a bit. I think the trick here with that is determining, who exactly do you do that with. And I think that's the probably going to be the scary part for most people is this the person that I can, open up to? One, how are they going to react to it when I, take things to that level and sharing very much more personal stuff with? I'm not necessarily saying that you're sharing the skeletons in the closet, because look, we all got skeletons in the closet. There's nothing wrong with keeping them locked up in there, right? But, again, talking about, things you might be going through or challenges you're dealing with. more than just how was your day, how you been, you know, surface level stuff. And I'd even say further that that's more common, especially with men. A lot of us men, we tend to have our friendships and relationships are like that. It's very superficial. What's up, dog? How you been? Cool. Hey man, you on that new you on that new NCAA? Yeah, hell yeah. Like, we ain't really talking about nothing versus, you know, something that's much more of substance between, you know, you and your homie. Like, man, bro, you know, I'm going through this thing, you know, what do you think I should do? You know, getting real input and advice from someone that you trust and you respect. It's invaluable. And when you have that, man, it's a great feeling when you have somebody, you know, or some people in your life that you can open up to. You know, use the word vulnerable. Sometimes I hate the word because it sounds like you're just like this wet noodle, like you can't be, you know, like in need of rescuing. It's not really that. It just means like you're able to just open up and like share with somebody on a deeper personal level for each other. And when you have that, man, it's a great friendship. It really is something that I think everyone should really work towards. And the sad part is we're in a culture now where everyone is so walled off in many ways. Everyone, you know, no one trusts anybody. Everyone is fake, and we just kind of accepted that and don't put any effort to, or even allow ourselves to actually go beyond that, and we just take it for face value, and then everyone's lonely. You know what I mean? Like the loneliness epidemic, while it's much more significant for men, it's creeping up on women. I've been seeing more and more reports of women being lonely as fuck. You know what I mean? And it doesn't help when we're on social media and all we see is divisive podcast clips about men versus women in dating that only further divides and further establishes that sentiment and feeling that many people are feeling about the other gender and dating, and they're not, you know, men ain't shit, and all these women got bodies under their, you know, got all these bodies, you know, like it just further makes us go to our corners and everyone continue to feel lonely as fuck.
If you don't go deep, it's not going to be a deep friendship
What's
or
up,
a deep
Jane?
relationship. And sometimes I think for Gen Z, it's hard to open up. Like, I know other...
That's why you're lonely?
other people
I already
my
know,
age,
bro.
It's hard to open up. What comes naturally is scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, and you can be out in public and just hide behind your phone. Like, you don't have to open up. You don't have to share that you're having a bad day, you're having a good day.
Yeah.
You can just hide in your phone and just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
It makes it so hard. Like, no wonder we don't open up.
If you're a hopeful romantic or hopeless romantic, but your dating experience is basically saying that you're going to be single for the rest of your life, I have the perfect video for you. This is coming from someone who's never been in a relationship, and I'm in my 20s right now. If you think about it logically speaking, if I've never been in a relationship for the first 20 plus years of my life, no one's really shown interest in me, that's how it's going to be for the rest of my life. But
so many of us fall into that trap. We're like, oh, like it would have happened by now. I used to say that to myself so much. It would have happened by now. Like, I'm 19, I'm 20, I'm 23, I'm 23 now. And sometimes I tell myself, like, oh, it should have happened by now. Like, surely, like, and I'm like looking around frantically, and I have to catch myself because I'm like, Christina, your confidence is slipping. Your patience is going to slip as well. Do not sell.
But no, that is not how it works. That is not how life works. First of all, you should go watch my pet theory video, which I already have posted, which I go into a whole other theory that I thought about. But now I'm going to tell you a little anecdote that honestly gives me hope. There was a man in ancient times, and he had a horse and it died. And everyone said, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. How are you going to make money now? And he said, oh, well, I don't know if it's good or bad. Like, the horse just died. And everyone was like, what? That's a horrible thing. He got a bunch of money for the dead horse. And everyone said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is wonderful. This is just your luck. And he said, whoa,
Where are we
I don't
going
know
with
if it's good or bad. I'm really butchering the story. I'm so sorry. He bought a new horse with the money, obviously. But then his son was riding on the horse, fell off, and broke both of his legs. And everyone said, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. Your son, he broke both of his legs. And still, the farmer, ancient man, said, well, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing yet. And then a war came, and his son could not be drafted because he broke his legs. And then finally,
Bro, what
the
is she
farmer said,
going on about?
It all worked out in the end. Like I said, I completely butchered that story, but I honestly
Yes,
love
you
thinking
did.
about that as someone who is very anxious and someone who can be very negative.
Anxiety and anxiousness is just summed up in a sentence. You've forgotten how big the world is. Each time I get anxious or nervous about something and I like stress out about when something's going to happen, if it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, like you try to... My thing is I always try to run through every single scenario that could happen, and I try to tell myself, like, I've thought through everything, I know everything that could happen. But really, when you're anxious, you're just forgetting how big the world is. I have to remind myself, like, those videos where they show the world and they zoom out and they just show, like, the sun compared to the earth, and then the galaxy compared to the sun, and they just show how big things are. I'm like, Christina, are you really stressing about this right now? Look at how big the universe is, and you're stressing about this?
That's so true. That what she's really trying to say, I'll simplify it even more, which is like, don't get wrapped up in the small things, y'all. You know what I mean? You'll be in your own head overthinking this little thing that holds you back, that gets you shell-shocked or whatever, when there's so many other more important and bigger things going on in the world and in life for you to even really concern yourself with. Like, it's another self-imposed situation we could put ourselves in when we allow that to dictate our life. One of the biggest things that drives me up a wall, any family member, I tell this to them, and it's something that I probably should start talking about more, maybe even ranting about more, but it's this, is prime example is when it comes to fear. I refused to ever let fear dictate how I move in life. I refused. And you know, I've been in life and death situations, and that helped me to learn, like, again, going back to this, there's so many other bigger things going on in the world. Like, why would I limit myself because of something I'm a little fearful of or nervous about or anxious about? And I promise you, if you can work through that and not let fear or your anxiety get the best of you, man, there's so many opportunities and things that have happened in my life that I was able to experience, benefit from, because I didn't let the fear or the anxiousness hold me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad that we are now in a society where we have fear politics. Everything's driven by fear in the media, because what happens, they do a story on this or that, and it's always a fear theme around it to get us to conform. You know what I mean? And I hate that. I hate that we as a country, as a society, have accepted that. After 9/11, bro, it changed everything. The Patriot Act and all that changed everything. It made everything about fearing us into submission, fearing us into compliance. And I think we need to be more fearless, right? We need to be more fearless. Not only as a society, but bringing it back to this, I kind of went more macro view on everything, but bringing it back to an individual level, man, be fearless in what it is you want to do with your life and the opportunities, man. Don't let shit hold you back. Don't be scared of an opportunity. Go for it. You miss 100% of the shots you'd never take. And again, we can apply this even further, and don't be fearful or anxious about shooting your shot or talking to somebody, giving someone a chance. You know, investing some of your time and energy into somebody. You know, you never know. Like, it's just like going to Vegas, bro. You might hit it big. You might get 21 on that first pool in blackjack, or you might hit the craps table and crap out. Like, you never really know what cards are going to be dealt to you. All you can really do is play the hand that's given to you to the best of your fucking ability and max it for as much as you can. And that's been one of my life strategies that has allowed me to thrive and be successful, not only professionally, but in my personal life. Now, I'm not saying my personal life is perfect. Even this year, maybe one day I'll talk about it later this year, I've had the most mind-blowing fuck shit ever happen to me in my life this year. And I've managed to keep my shit together. But for those of you that have been around, you'll notice that, like, my content, there was a big gap in content for a few months, most of this year. You know what I mean? Because I was dealing with some real crazy shit. And again, I'm telling you, as someone that I'm still recovering from the shit, that you got to play the cards that dealt with you. Don't be fearful, work through it, and allow yourself to shine. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. Allow yourself to shine. Yeah, shunning fear leads to expansion of thought and possibility. 100%. 100%. What's up, Ms. K? Live, laugh, love. It's a great 3 things to keep in your mind, for sure. Yeah, I was there. I always think about you, bro. What's up, Scrap?
You're stressing about that guy, that girl that maybe didn't text you back, like, immediately, and you're stressed about if she even likes you, if you said the wrong thing. Like, stop stressing. I like this story, actually, like, this story about the horse and how, like, things seem bad at the time because they broke his legs and all this stuff. Like, it just shows you, like, you can't see the full picture. You're just so zoomed in on the bad thing, and you've forgotten, like, the bigger picture and the fact that things could actually work out better than you expected. It's a terrible story, but he had to break his legs to not be potentially killed in a war. Like, things are happening for you. You can just never you can never see it in the moment. Gen Z refused to get hurt. This might sound stupid, like who wants to get hurt? But if you don't open up, you don't get hurt.
I think listen, I'm going to say this last point on this video, even though there's the rest of it, and I'll link to below so you can watch the rest of it, because I think I've made my point clear, and I think what I've said so far on top of what she's added or said really just is, you know, it's made the point clear. But on this point specifically about not opening up to get hurt, another hot take from MoonDawg, all right? I believe it takes heartbreak to allow you to get to a point where you can actually love. Let me run that back. I really believe that everyone has to experience a true heartbreak at least once before you can then go beyond that to then, when you do find someone else, then actually have something more meaningful. And the reason I believe that is because you really develop who you are as a person, your character, through your failures and through pain and heartache. Those things really mold a person in their character. When you go through hardships, when you go through a heartbreak, when you deal with a pain of something, maybe you lost a family member, which we all are going to experience, right? All of our family members, everyone dies. Like, we know that. Taxes and death, only two things guaranteed in this life, if you're in America, right? When you experience those hardships and those trials and tribulations and the heartache, it really builds your character. I think it really then also allows you to evaluate what's really important to you in your life, what values, what things, what material or otherwise are important to you. After you've gone through these challenges, it really builds and tests someone's character. And a lot of times what we're seeing now with Gen Z is they don't want to do it. Everyone wants to be safe and not allow. Now, I'm not saying you want to, willingly go out there and expose yourself to be hurt. That's not what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It's like, hey guys, someone come hurt me. No, that's not what I'm saying, y'all. What I'm saying is you just have to be open enough to, by open meaning you got to be able to take those shots to allow yourself to potentially fail, so that then you can learn from it, build from it. You got to be opened up enough to take those shots in a relationship to then potentially break up and have your heart broken, so that you can learn from it, learn about yourself. You walk away, you do like a self-eval about what went down in that relationship, what you could have done better, what you now want from somebody else that maybe the person you were with didn't provide. You really take all of that and you learn from it and you apply it to your future shit. And that when people can do that successfully, it builds your character and it sets you up for greater successes. I have been successful in my career through many of my failures. Try to do many different businesses. They fucking failed. Guess what? In the process of that, I learned skill sets that then worked and play a part to the shit that I do to this very day, whether it's content creation, whether it's social media, and I self-taught myself so many things, video editing and graphics and all these many different things because of me trying to start businesses in the past that involved many of those different things. While I learned skill sets, the business didn't work, but I learned skills that have now been extremely valuable to me. And that's kind of my point with all this, is opening yourself up for opportunities, for someone else that you're going to give it a shot to. Yes, it can blow up in your face, but it doesn't mean that it's all bad. If you can get your head out of your ass, essentially, not have this pity party, and really sit there and think about what it is you could have done or what you can do in the future to make things better for yourself. I think that's really, really the key. It really is. You know what I mean? All right. Looks like my IG live ended for some reason. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right, let me relaunch it one more time. We're gonna watch one more video before we do something else real quick. 1 second. Who's here with me? Chat. Who's there? Who's here? Who's here? Roll call. Roll call. Let me know if you're here on YouTube. If you're here on IG. Oh, I'm sorry, on Kick. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know why Instagram keeps killing my feeds. Let's see. Make sure we're live real quick. There we go. All right, we're here. All right, y'all. Today we're back on The Desirable Truth on YouTube. I'll link to them down below so you can support the channel. So we're going to watch one of their videos here. The unfiltered reality of what dating has become. And this is all taking place in Miami, which is obviously like a crazy place in its own world when it comes to dating. Let's jump into it.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
What's the biggest issue you run into with dating women in Miami?
Man, I say the two B's, man, beautiful and broke. Like, these women think because they bad, that give them access to a top-level individual like me. They should be banished and thrown in the moat with the crocodiles.
But shouldn't a woman want a man who can provide for them? Want a man who can buy them everything?
Yeah, they need to find their daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king. I'm not no woman's daddy. So she need to find her pops.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He cooking on that one. There's a lot of man, I really want to say that it's really a lot of the social media women and not the IRL women. I swear to God, it's the social media women that are out there barking about, I need a man who could pay my bills, who could get me this. Like, they really talking about their daddy. Either they don't have a daddy or they just go and date your father or some weird shit. Cause they, like, you wanting a man to do all these things. And mind you, I agree. As a man, if you're with your woman, whatever, you know, you're going to take care of bills and stuff like that. But like, for what these social media women talk about, like, you're going way beyond that, bro. Like, you're going way beyond that, especially ones that just talk about on dating level. Like, you're dating and you're talking, like, nah, I get it if you're talking about marriage. In a marriage, different. You're talking about just dating. He needs to pay for your hair, your nails, your waxing, your this. Like, what? Call your daddy on that one.
So I need a woman that has something going on too. We could provide together. Let's grow. I already got an empire. Let's make it bigger and better. You understand me? I can't be trying to take care of somebody. I don't got no kids. Like, why would she want me to provide for her? I didn't make her. I didn't raise her. Like, come in with something so we could grow together, baby.
What do you have to offer a woman?
I got to offer her everything. Everything she could want and need and dream of. You got to understand, sir. I'm 6'6", 230, right? 10-incher, long, stiff, girth, veins in it. No homo sapien, no diddy, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting them know. And it's like that. So, and on that top of that, no kids, never drunk alcohol. You hear me? Never smoked weed a day in my life on pure since birth. You know what I'm saying? And the bank account looking ferocious. So I have everything a woman could even fathom, brother. So they got to come with something that's going to shock my core to make me be like, damn, she's the one. Because I'm dropping big dog dick in that pussy.
Oh, hold on.
I need it as a soundbite. That's actually pretty funny. Hey, bro didn't have to disclose all that for us, but, you know, all right. He's talking your shit. Talk your shit, bro.
Hold on. How would a woman know that you're going to drop a 10-incher on her if she hasn't even gotten to the bedroom with you?
I mean,
what's up, love?
You're going to see the way I walk. You're going to see the way I talk. She know I'm coming with that BDE. You know what I'm saying? That's that big dick energy. You hear me? But that's that best dick ever. She ain't gonna never get nothing bigger and better than this.
Hey, yo, I like, BDE got dual meaning now? Hey, yo, I like that. That's actually, that's kind of fire right there. It's kind of fire.
Of sorts, please a woman in the bedroom.
Not of sorts, sir. I don't like how you threw that in there. How you please her? I please her by allowing her to allow me to please myself, all within her, around her, inside her, on her face, and everything like that. I want to paint her face like Basquiat. They like that. You got to get her.
Yo, bro, going crazy.
It's our job to bring the freak out of chick. You understand me? So how do I please her? I take her to the dark side. You hear me?
Look. I'm a Scorpio. As freaky as a freaky comes. Trust me. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain level at a point where, like, I'm just gonna show you. I'm not gonna sit here and hit the gas tank and talk all that shit. He's going a little overboard. You know what I mean? He go a little overboard here.
I'm gonna get everything and anything done I want. Toss my salad, baby, lick them balls, you understand me? Yeah, eat that gooch up. I need everything done to me, baby. And I'm gonna treat you accordingly as well.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
I am single.
Okay.
Why are you 19 on South Beach in Windward? Oh, God.
What do you look for?
I'm BDSM, but don't spray on my face. Yo, some women are so funny when it comes to it. They're like, don't you dare. You do everything else, but don't touch my face.
I'm a guy right now.
Over 6 foot and not in a frat. And my age.
So you want to date a guy who's 19
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
What's the oldest?
Oldest person I date? Probably like 25.
So, what do you think that 25-year-old is going to give you versus the 19-year-old?
Nicer dates. I mean, that's it.
You really looking to settle down now, though, and be in a long-term relationship?
I mean, long-term as in like year, 2 year, 3 year. I don't know if I'm looking for a husband right now.
So what are you looking to get done then?
I don't know.
Get her back blown out, sounds like.
Fall in love. I'm here to fall in love.
Yeah, but if you fall in love, you're going to want to marry the man. You just say you don't want to get married. Which one is it? You see what I'm saying? This shit makes no sense, bro.
You're not looking for a husband. What else could you be then?
I'm here to have fun. I'm young.
Nikki said, there ain't no overboard for a freak. Someone wants to go the extra mile. She didn't know she needed. It's facts.
So you want to experience life and everything it has to offer?
Yes, exactly. That's why I moved here.
Does that mean multiple men?
No. I don't do multiple men.
So you don't see more than one person at once?
Not at a time. One person at a time.
Not even in the talking stage?
No, I stay pretty loyal.
So if we went on a date and it ended up well, you would stop talking to everybody.
I don't even have a single man I'm talking to right now.
It doesn't matter if I was still going on dates with other women.
I do not fuck with that. I mean, not really. If you're sleeping with other girls, I don't fuck with that. Don't sleep around with other women when you're with me.
How old are you?
I'm 40 years old.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating right now?
Bro does MMA 100%.
Modern dating, the issue is, I mean, too many men hurt a lot of chicks to where they don't want to commit really. And so there's just this weird fear of like commitment. So everyone's transactional. Like,
yeah,
they'll meet you in the middle if you do it first. Instead of both people coming in as an outward flow of love and attraction, one person's like, okay, you show me you show me your hand, and then I'll show you mine.
Okay.
So everyone's kind of playing like they're conditional.
Yeah,
like if you meet my
yeah.
conditions, I'll give you what you want.
That's true.
Instead of both people just it being an outward flow of what each other would want.
But I thought it was just women and children who got unconditional love, whereas men were only loved under the condition that they could provide something.
Right.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, honestly, like.
All right, let me let y'all in a little secret, ladies. Men want to be loved just as much, man, without it necessarily have to be transactional. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what many men hope to find is a woman that just genuinely loves them for them. And whatever they do for that woman is like a byproduct, right? It sucks. And I've been in a situation when you find out someone's only with you because of who you are, your status, what you got, what you can do for them. It's a shitty feeling. You know what I mean? It's a really shitty feeling. Love said, I'm 40 and just became a widow, and this dating scene is full of shit, but I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, but careful navigating the dating pool at 40.
I get the short end of the stick like a motherfucker because why would a man expect a woman to understand what he goes through as a man to be able to provide? She can't. So she could never fully comprehend how to love him correctly if he's looking at as respect as love. How can she respect you in a way that she doesn't even understand what to respect? She's never put that much work in. How many women have been able to provide that high of a level? Like all the feminists are gonna be pissed, but it's true. They've just never done that much. And they've never accumulated the amount of worth that a man has with his accomplishments. So I mean, the point is they just don't have the worth to understand how a man needs to be loved, which is respected.
What's your age?
52.
Are you currently single?
I am. Very single.
Why is that the case?
That's a really long story. Very long.
So you were married before?
I was married. I have 3 children, and I've been divorced for 14 years.
Divorced for 14 years, but married for how long at the time?
12 and a half.
So how do you kill a 12-year marriage? What happened?
Oh boy. I want to say that it got killed and it wasn't by me, but stuff happens. But we have 3 amazing children, so we did something right.
Did you try your hardest to keep and fight for the relationship?
I did.
So what made you give up in that?
He cheated. Just say it.
It just really was kind of like, I had no choice. It was for the best. Things were going on and I had babies and he was going one direction, I was going another, and we just weren't on the same page anymore, you know?
So how long have you been single now?
I've been divorced 14 years. I was in a relationship for 5, and I've been single for 3.
What's your expectation for the men that you see and you date?
Very high. My expectations are very high. That's why I'm single.
Even higher.
Even higher. Because I'm not going to go through that again.
Hey, but what's
I
up?
don't, you know,
You don't want to get remarried.
I would if I met the right person, but my standards are very high, and I'm, you know, I'm a very independent woman.
What are your standards?
So I don't,
not the
you know,
independent
I'm not
line.
gonna settle for just any man, and I
Oh,
don't really
boy.
need to be in a relationship. I'm happy being alone.
How old are you?
I'm 58.
Are you single?
I am. I just got a divorce, so I am single.
My boy free. He's out here in these Miami streets free.
How were you married to your ex-wife?
I was married almost 20 years.
So how did this 20-year marriage come to an end?
I know, right? It's amazing. I never thought I was gonna get divorced. Now I'm really happily divorced.
He said, I'm happily divorced. Bro, this should be really like a goddamn fucking prison sentence for some guys, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I've never been married. Well, let me tell you, the way I just hear too many stories. It just doesn't seem, you know what I mean? I'm cool. Cool on that.
Seem excited that it ended.
It's not that I'm excited, just a new phase in life, you know, after so many years, you know what happens.
After so many years hitting the same punani. I feel like I'm his inner voice interpreter.
Kind of goes away. It's not the same. You have to work at it to keep the, you know, the
spark alive.
Spark alive.
Do you feel like you were trapped in the relationship?
20 years of your life gone.
My kids became priority for us. You know, I started traveling a lot. I think in many ways I started focusing in my job. My ex obviously had the priority of my kids, and we just drifted apart. We're friends now, but we kind of, you know, started going different paths.
If you could go back, would you change anything about how the relationship ended?
Actually, you know, to be honest, right now, I'm really struggling to understand if the human being is really designed to be with the same person for the rest of his life. I think that's when.
I think he's about to cook, y'all. I'm about to get a hot take here in a second. Let me see what he says.
20 years is the perfect amount of time. After that, you know, you're still young. You can, I don't know, fall in love again and redo your life. It just seems that to be with the same person for 40, 50 years, like my parents, for example, that were married forever, just seems so difficult these days.
Man, he ain't lying. Lisa, it's mind blowing to put in all that work just to get a divorce. Nah, we gonna work some shit out, therapy or something. Yeah. You gotta at least try therapy before you gotta call it. You gotta exhaust all options before that happens. And you know, this whole idea of irreconcilable differences, I never really thought that was a thing until, and again, I've never been married, but I've been in a situation where I thought to myself, like, maybe me and Shorty just ain't meshing. Like, it just, maybe that's what that means. You just, no matter what we tried, it just, something ain't clicking. You know what I mean? Yo, now here's my hot take on this, because bro ain't lying, right? Which is this. I think that there's like a 10 years, after 10 years, like, if you're with someone for 10 years, right? Within 10 years, what haven't you done with each other? And I mean that in every fucking regard. You had a child together. Okay, that's done. You live together. Okay, that's done. You done everything sexually you possibly could. Every little fantasy. Okay, that's done. You know what I mean? Like, after 10 years, it's tough. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's tough because you have to reinvent your relationship. You have to reinvent yourselves. Not only are you both naturally growing your own individual selves and maturing, and there could be just natural, you know, separation, not that you want it to be, but as you both mature and viewpoints change, and you got this natural kind of, you know, outward pull, and you've done everything, you traveled together, you've done the cruise, you've done this, like, what more can you do to keep that shit fucking, like, exciting? Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean? That's the reality. I really think there's like a 10-year minimum that y'all could be doing your thing and being great. After that, you got to really put in work for it to be something that could stretch another decade and then another decade. You know what I mean? I really question if we as a society can actually be with the same person for 30, 40 years under the same roof. You know what I mean? Like y'all, like, everyone just develops and continues to grow throughout their life and are going to change. How you are at 20 is going to be totally different from how you are at 30, from how you're at 40, 50, 60. Until you die, you're going to keep evolving as a person and your mindset and your desires. It's tough, man, but I think bro's cooking on this one for sure. What's up, Senpai?
I am happy with what I had. I think I would, if I would do it again, maybe, yeah, I would work to try to keep the spark going and to make sure that, you know, the relationship
lasted longer.
Lasts long, but I am really happy with what I have. My kids are grown up now. I'm enjoying life. It's a new phase in my life. And I wouldn't change this for anything.
How do you approach dating now that your 20-year marriage has ended?
You know, to be honest, I never thought it was going to be this easy. I have dated.
He said it's easy because he's in Miami. Let's keep it a buck. Bro is definitely paying and being a sugar daddy for 100%. You know what I'm saying? Damien said, nah, it depends, but this generation cooks. I don't know. If we're finna make it till 5. That's true too, man. It's tough.
Dated for so many years. And when I moved to Miami and being single here in this town, they look at me as a sugar daddy. I don't know why.
Told you.
I'm really attracted to you. Young girls are really into me. And I tell them, you know, I could be your father. And they said, I don't care. You're not my father. So.
And then that's when they proceed to go and slob on his knob, and he's like, "Okay, like this is why Miami's its own place, y'all. Miami dating is not like any other part of the country. It is its own. It is the land of sugar babies and sugar daddies. So what he's saying there is like, yo, he's telling it like it is. He probably knocking back some 21-year-old girl that's probably younger than his daughter or his son right now. And she's happily taking that old man D. Because he's breaking her off something, paying a bill, flying her out here. You know what I mean? He's not even a passport, bro. He just in Miami. You know what I mean?
But, you know.
So wait, you've been having fun time with the Miami girls here?
Yes, I have.
What age range are you kind of...
Here we go. He about to snitch on himself.
...having fun with?
I'm embarrassed to answer that. I promised my children I wouldn't date anybody their age.
And they're how old?
They're in their 20s.
He definitely smashed somebody in their 20s. 100% smashing some girl that's 22.
Hey, there's no shame in the game.
No. But I'm dating between 30 and 40-year-olds. Yeah, I think...
Dating, but he didn't say he went smashing. There's a clear, you know, words matter, people, okay? Dating 30 and 40. He didn't say he wasn't fucking 20-some-year-olds.
I need to be stimulated intellectually as well.
That's true.
Even though, you know, it's great to be with young people and they kind of, you know, they share this young energy with you and you feel full of energy when you're with them, but you need to also be able to have a conversation with them and to make sure that you're on the same page. And, you know, the music and everything, it's like, you know, these young people are crazy, man. I can't keep up with them.
Right. How long you been together?
A year and some change.
Yeah, about a year and some change, about a year and 2 months.
And how old are you?
I'm 28.
I'm 28.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to have fun with anybody in the world, would you take it?
I'm a woman lover, so we have threesomes. So
did bro hit the motherfucking jackpot? Bro won the girlfriend lottery. Are you kidding me? Yo, some men don't deserve them, bro.
Baby, who do you want? Because I want her too.
You have threesomes together.
Yes.
How'd that even become a part of the conversation?
I like women and respectfully being in a relationship. I mean, if I like her and he likes her too, then why not?
So, walk me through how a couple would approach and go through the act of a threesome.
Gotcha.
It's not about how a couple would approach it. It's about how she approaches it.
Yeah. So it's not. It's
you know,
just like,
it's not about what I say.
It's more of a vibe. Like we'll hang out. A lot of females are
adjusted to that lifestyle too. They'll compliment us, and if they do, like, it's like, hey, like, you're beautiful as well, like, let's hang out. And, you know, it's pretty much in the fact if they're attracted to me and him, then, you know, we'll talk about it later on, but that's how it is. It's just mostly like, we'll just go out and they're attracted to both of us.
So you don't feel any type of way about seeing him inside another woman?
No, of course not, because it's not.
Damn,
I don't
bro
see
won.
it as like I'm sharing my man. It's we're pleasing a woman together. We're a team.
Now, being that you've had multiple threesomes together, have you ever thought, hey, can I invite a guy in one time?
If I wanted, the thing is that I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not attracted to men anymore. He is the last of the last. He snuck in there. I'm a woman lover, and I don't want a guy.
So you don't want it to be open for another guy?
The same fact that, like, if I wanted.
I mean, is she actually with them because she likes them, or is she just dealing with them because, instead of using a dildo, she got the real deal to just be like the you know what I mean? She's about a 2. Hopefully the other woman's at least. Yo, bro, chill. What the fuck?
2 men, a female could provide me, even though it's not a dick from a man, she could pull the strap on, and it's the same. It feels the same to me.
So
there ain't no way that a strap-on feels the same as the real D. Ain't no
was
way.
this an agreement you made from the very beginning of the relationship?
I need a lady
or did
to,
it
like,
come in like
verify
over time?
this.
It's not agreement. It's not an agreement, but it's more of an understanding, where she loves women, I love women, and we love to please women together. You know, like.
All right, that's amazing right there. Sounds like she likes to tolerate them. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. What a wild one on that one. We got one more. All right, what's this one? Let me pull it up. All right, there we go. You ready for this one? Y'all good? Last one for today's stream. All right, y'all, we're back on the Desirable Truth YouTube channel. I'll link to him down below for you to check him out, support the channel. This is video here. This one is the toxic reality of modern dating scene, and we're going to Austin, Texas for this episode. Let's see how ratchet this gets.
How long was your last relationship?
I don't do relationships.
Oh.
You never been with a man before?
No,
So you've been single your whole life?
not single. I mean, I be fucking with people, but I don't be locked in.
Why haven't you committed to somebody?
I got commitment issues for real. Like, I like multiple instead of one.
Did she just openly admit? Did she just openly admit? Oh my God.
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
That's her.
So you're polyamorous?
No. She's not poly, bro. She just likes taking random D from the squad.
No, she be cheating. I just cheat.
So why do you take pride in that?
Because I don't want a relationship.
So when you date, you see multiple guys at once.
This is why people have issues with dating. You see shit like this, like people willingly, openly saying this on a YouTube video is crazy. Like, where's the self-respect and dignity, man? That's just out the window. This thing is trash. It smells like herpes. Yo, chill.
Yes.
You ever sleep with more than one of them in the same day?
I don't date anybody, but not in the same day. That's a little dirty. But maybe in the same week. Not the same
No,
day.
you never did it in the same week.
Have I ever?
No. You have
I know for a fact she let him hit raw too.
not done it in the same week.
100%.
That's actually dirty. You have not done that.
Okay, not the same week. Maybe like 2 weeks and then 2 weeks in between.
You didn't know. Like months.
Who was the last guy?
You never did this 2 niggas
Okay,
in one
a
week.
month in
You never
between.
did.
At least 2 months.
Yeah. It's never been in the same
Right?
week. Yes. it's never
2
been
months.
the same week.
So you don't think living
She can't even get her story straight on how regularly she takes D. Are you kidding me?
like this stops you from wanting to even settle down later on in life?
Maybe later on, but I'm young and turnt right now, so what's stopping me right now? Who gonna remember this shit?
Interview adjourned.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Get me out of this place. You hear me? Hey, what the fuck?
Emotional damage.
So, when you come out to 6th Street
Pie
and you go to the
365
bars,
a day.
what do you expect?
I don't go up to nobody, they come to me. I don't expect nothing except...
I don't expect anything but a free drink.
As long as they're respectful.
Oh, wow. High standards. I expect nothing but a free drink. Like, baby girl, you realize you can get to the club before 10 p.m. and it's free, ladies free and drinks free and shit. Like, oh my God.
And a free drink, to be honest. You might get a text back, you might not. Most of them don't because they ugly as fuck, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Be honest with me. What do you think the way you're dressed right now communicates?
Yes, please, let's talk about this.
Why you gotta bring that up?
I mean, because you out in the public.
Because there's little...
It intimidates you, just say that.
I'm not intimidated.
At all?
Not even in the slightest.
But you noticed.
I noticed that there's nothing left to the imagination.
There's very much.
Very little.
You can't see my back.
But if you were to bend over...
I wouldn't bend over though.
Thing is, you don't need
if you notice, you notice, that's it.
They be talking a whole lot of... What the fuck does that even mean? Huh? What does that even mean? It's just... That's their brain. That's their brain, bro. Ain't nothing in there right now. It's just echoes. What's up, Tony?
But do you think it gives wifey vibes? Or
There
that's
is
not
no wifey vibes. It all depends on the man. If a man likes a girl that likes to drink and go out and have a good time and dress like a baddie, that's his wifey.
But you can be
Wifey to you can be totally different. You like a cottage housewife, makes you dinner, is home by 5 p.m. That's very much doable.
So you don't...
Nah, let's keep it a buck. No, that's not how that works. A guy that likes the chick that's like her, he likes her to have fun with. He ain't gonna make it into nothing more. Are you kidding me, bro? All the guys that are in chat right now watching as we do this on my live stream, which by the way, if you guys are watching this back on the YouTube video, come by, sub to the channel so you can watch it with us live. And I'm reading everybody's chats, even though I don't, may not respond immediately. I am reading all the chats as we're watching this. Every guy that's in here right now, you run into a chick just like her, all right? Maybe she physically isn't your taste, but let's say a woman that is your taste, dressed the same way, just dressed the same way. Are you going to take that shit seriously? Or are you just going to have fun with it? For however long it is, a little fling. I mean, keep it a buck. Where all my boys at? Let me hear from the fellas. I just got in trouble, Instagram trouble for my words. Wait, what did it say? Dowling said one and done. Push said not even a wife. Escobar said run away. I mean, I'm gonna run away after I hit it a few times. You know what I'm saying? Decorate the face. But like, that's what I'm telling you as a man, most men are gonna look at it like that. She's trying to portray this thing. Well, a man that's into my wifey type will accept me and do it. Like, no, baby, you are so mistaken for that. For the streets. Let me hit it.
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
They said one night. They said negative. Exactly. Let's continue.
You don't think most men want a lady in the streets and a slut in the bedroom?
That's my girl right here. She's a lady in the streets. But when it comes to me, if I gotta throw some ass and I wanna throw some ass, I'm gonna throw some ass.
Throw some ass.
Well, I don't understand, y'all. This is one, I don't understand this part. I don't understand if a woman that isn't a sex worker, like women that aren't doing sex work, but portray themselves and do all this stuff as if they are. I don't understand that. Why do all of that? It doesn't bring the right kind of attention to you. And it's certainly not going to bring the right kind of guy that you want. And then these are the same type of women that will sit here and be like, oh, men ain't shit. They're no good, because, you know, you're attracting the wrong caliber of men. They said, or 2 nights. She's definitely at least like a week's worth. I'd spread it out for a week. You know what I mean? She got some thick thighs.
Ass then. Got a little white girl twerk on you.
I'm Mexican.
How old are you?
I mean, I knew she was Mexican.
I'm 24.
27. How'd you meet?
So, funny story. I used to be engaged, and he was the stripper at my bachelor party.
What?
And then we met, and so the wedding fell apart.
So now he's your man.
And this is my man now.
He's your boyfriend.
This is my boyfriend.
He's a stripper? Hey, yo, shit. I guess I gotta, what the hell? At early 40s, she's just gonna be for fun, yeah.
We bachelorette party. He was the male stripper.
So how the hell did he manage to persuade you out of your
I mean,
soon-to-be marriage?
You should see him dance. It was.
It's really on the hips and your confidence.
They got to be trolling. They have to be trolling. Ain't no way. They have to be trolling. She really did fall in love with a stripper. True. True. I can't play the song copyright, but you know.
In the hips.
Was your relationship already failing at that point, or what?
I mean, we were like 3 months away from being wed, but I think that like we had such a connection at my bachelorette party that it was something unlike anything that I had felt in a prior relationship. So it really worked out for both of us, I feel like, really well.
What ultimately ended your relationship? Was it meeting him, or was it your man?
I think you're right in what you said, that it was already falling apart, but he was definitely the final thing that brought me to the end of my prior relationship.
How are you at your bachelorette party and you were saying it was falling apart? You were gonna go in, she was gonna go through the motions to get married just to, like, that's crazy.
Relationship, and we've been together 2.5 years now, and we're incredibly happy.
So I was giving her a dance, and really while listening to her troubles, that's when I really picked up that something was wrong. And it took more time than necessary. I gave her free time.
They're trolling,
and that's
bro.
Really when
they have to be.
You know, we really connected. You know, it was just like, you know, we listened to each other. We had a conversation, and I don't think she had that with a previous relationship.
It wasn't at all. I'm incredibly grateful day to day.
So you don't ever fear that the same thing might happen to you?
For my next bachelorette party, maybe no more male strippers.
Maybe not.
Maybe no more. He's out of that field now.
What's your age?
32.
Are you single?
No.
The facial features are throwing me off, y'all. The facial features are throwing me off right now. So don't make no comments, because I don't know.
How long you had a man?
A month and a half.
So why did you choose to commit to somebody?
Like it looks masculinely, right? Am I tweaking? They know.
He supports me in whatever I want to do, my dreams and goals, and we have the same interests.
So other men didn't want to support you before in the past?
I've been with men that said they wanted to, and then 4 months in, they wanted to either support them in their dreams and goals, or they didn't.
Yeah, well, that's that's yeah. We got a transformer, y'all. Definitely, 100%. 100%. I knew I had to look out for my boys before y'all start going in chat like, oh damn, looking thick or something like that. I just had to know. I just saw. Yeah.
Didn't like my dreams and goals.
Hey, don't get me wrong, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't pass judgment, man. It's cool. I just had to identify. I was like, wait a minute,
And they wanted me to not do those.
What made these dreams so controversial?
I mean, they're not really controversial. They're just, sometimes people don't say something to get someone, and then the whole time they really,
Well, what are your dreams?
That's a lot. I got a lot. That's a little deep. Yeah. Pick another question.
Well, we do get deep here in TDT.
I want to travel out of the world and fuck on every balcony. Yeah, that's my dreams.
You do OnlyFans?
Yes.
Interesting.
I knew this was gonna get here.
Are you single?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a man?
Because I'm toxic.
You're toxic.
Yeah, I'm very toxic.
You don't
Is that
say.
the only thing?
Huh?
Is that the only thing?
That's what my baby daddy says.
What's so toxic about you?
I don't know. What he would say, from his perspective, that I don't give him enough attention.
Shut up, chat.
That's
Shut
a
up.
Toxic trait.
You don't you don't text him back quick enough, or?
I'm what?
Like you don't text him back quick enough?
No.
Then like what?
Oh, like what? I don't know.
So how old is your kid?
My kid is 5.
Is dating easy as a single mom?
Is it easy as a single mom? No, because guys are fucking weird.
What do you mean guys are weird?
Problems you run into?
Like some of the problems I run into, I guess a lot of them want to just smash immediately, and it's kind of icky.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now, you're running into men who just want you for sex.
Manhandled right now.
What do you mean you got manhandled?
The way he said, what do you mean you got manhandled? It's so unintentionally funny, man. I'm sorry.
Like grabbed my hips, and he was like, "You got too much in the back," because he bumped into me. Yeah.
Do you have any guy friends?
No, not really. Besides my one friend over there.
Okay. If he told you that he had feelings for you, how would you handle it? Being that you have a man.
I just wouldn't be friends with him anymore. Unfortunately, it just doesn't collide well. And if my man had a girlfriend that felt the way about him, I probably wouldn't want them to be around too much.
So for you, that's disrespectful for you to still remain in contact with a guy you knew had feelings for you, even if you had a man.
Yeah, I think it's disrespectful, but I mean, it depends on what boundaries the relationship lays down. Like, y'all are okay with that, y'all are okay with that,
But why would you cut him off, no question?
there would be some questions to it, but you know,
It's the right thing to do.
I probably wouldn't be friends with them or more.
So do you think that men and women really could truly be friends with no ulterior motive?
Of course not. No.
It depends, honestly.
No.
I think it's what you're attracted to. Then men and women can be friends, but it doesn't really work out. But I do have to go now. I'm sorry.
How old are you?
I am 25.
Are you single?
Did she just channel her Selena? Right? She almost got the same outfit. Kind of gave me Selena vibes. Anthony said the last time I was on 6th Street, I was 27 years old, and I don't miss it at all. Yeah, it looks kind of a wild place to be. I would go just to go and do all like the little, it looks like there's a lot of little interesting food places in there. I would just go for the food and just like food hop, you know what I mean? And just people watch all the idiots drunk. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go there for no other reason. Unless you're trying to smash a chick the same night. Other than that, like, you ain't gonna find nothing good there, bro. Nothing.
Yes.
What do you look for in a guy?
He has to be responsible. He has to be able to be committed to the to the relationship. Loyal, fun.
So, hey, yo, come here, bro. A guy who was his height,
This guy.
would you even give him a shot?
He's got, by the way, he's got another, that's Padilla, I forgot his first name. He does the same things in Texas, the street interviews on his channel.
Yes.
Well, shit, it's my interview now, bro. Can I get your number?
What didn't you like about his approach?
Nothing. I'm not interested right now.
So why do you feel like you're focusing on yourself?
Because I want to focus on my career right now.
You're not talking about Abraham Lincoln right now? I know.
Before I'm committed to someone else.
So how much do you think a 25-year-old should be making annually?
I'm not sure. Depends. Some people still live with their parents and they're just focused on their career. So it depends of how they're living their life right now. Either they're in college right now, still living with their parents, trying to improve their lives, or they're out there living on their own, trying to improve themselves, that they can do it on their own.
If you were looking for something serious, would you date a man who still lived at home at 25?
Yes.
Why isn't that a deal breaker in your mind?
The what?
Why isn't that a deal breaker for you?
Because they're trying to improve themselves. They're trying to be better. That's what it matters.
Wait, is bro wearing a full jean outfit walking by? He can get no ass, bro. Come on, bro.
Any of you have a man?
No, I wouldn't be out here right now.
So why isn't it any guy has committed to you yet?
These hoes ain't loyal. Because fuck them, we're outside.
Because I don't want them.
So men have tried to get with you, but you told them no.
Yes, multiple times.
So why you friend zone them instead of give them a shot?
Because I'm outside.
What?
You like being for the streets?
Yep, I like being a hoe.
What? Shut the fuck up! What is this, bro? Who openly says this shit? Oh my God. That's crazy.
Why do you take pride in being with multiple men?
I know she's trying to troll, but like you still don't want to say that. You know what I mean? Oh, 100%.
I'm for the streets and I'm proud of it.
I I'm not with multiple men. Like, I talk to them, but I don't sleep with them. It's just fun. I take their money and that's it. Peace.
Take their money?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I just talk to them.
You just make them spend on you?
Pretty girl privilege.
What's the most a guy has spent on you that you weren't seeing romantically?
$2,000. He bought me a Louis purse.
For you?
Yes.
And you didn't sleep with him?
Nope.
What'd you have to do to get it?
Just bring him to the mall.
Do you think it's...
Bro, some fellas are down bad so far. All right? Look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't care. All right? I don't care. Now, I'm not saying she's ugly. But what I am saying is she's not a 10. So and this is more about the guy and not the woman, right? Some idiot guy spends 2 racks on her. We gotta have a national men's convention. We gotta weed these guys out because they the ones that really mess it up for all of us. The simpy motherfuckers that, oh man, bro, those are the ones that jam us up so bad as a collective. We need to weed out those guys. We need to get them in one little room and lock them away, bro. For real.
You put him?
Nope.
What'd you have to do to get it?
Just bring him to the mall.
Do you think you'd still be able to travel and have fun on 100K?
Not in this fucking economy. Thank you, Joe Biden.
So let's say your man right now lost his job. How long would you give him to get it together?
I would say ASAP, because we have a kid, you have bills, like, you gotta do it.
Do you think that it would put a strain on the relationship between you and him?
Money in general puts stress on people, so losing a job and needing your significant other to now get a new job, but that's how you make things work, and you just figure it out together.
I mean, she's talking sense. I'll give her that. She's actually talking like she got some sense.
You're gonna argue, but at the end of the day, like, you love each other, you're gonna make it work, and that's it.
At 75, have you ever been married before?
Yeah, for 44 years. One time.
44 years. Golly.
Why did your 44-year marriage come to an end?
Ovarian cancer. My wife died.
Oh, damn.
And how long ago did that happen?
About 10 years ago, and I've had some wonderful relationships with very nice women, and perhaps boring to the audience, but...
Now, how did you cope with such a loss after 44 years of being with the love of your life?
That's actually sad.
Thank you for asking that question. I guess you just have to deal with it. It's reality, and you have to cherish the moment that you had with for 44 years. And I say that, I said it tonight to a couple that was in a bar, married 25 years. I said, brother, cherish that moment because you may lose it.
Hey, that's real game, bro. That's real game. It's actually sad. Bro was actually going the long haul with his wife, and she passed from that. It's terrible, actually.
Do you think about her every day?
Probably not every day, but it's been 10 years.
Oh, that was unintentionally funny, though.
Years, so.
How fast did time fly for you during that time period?
Instantly. It's like, when I answer your question and say it was 25 years ago, I can't believe, 10 years ago, I cannot believe it.
So what's it like dating as a 76-year-old man in 2024?
Wait, don't exaggerate, 75, brother.
75?
Yeah, 75. Well, you do what you gotta do in a very positive way. And there's a lot of single people that are my age that want to have a nice relationship, enjoy the music, enjoy the fun, and everything that goes with it.
But be honest with me, man. When it comes on to sexy time, can you still get it up?
Whoa.
Well, let me answer that by saying Picasso had babies when he was like over 80 years old, the artist. So yeah. Yeah, so the answer is yes.
What's the youngest girl you would date?
Would date? Well, legally 18.
Whoa!
And that's the advantage of being old. You can date somebody that's 18 or 88.
Bro, it can't be safe. You know what? When he's at that age, he don't care. If they clip this and put it on Twitter, they would go insane. They would go absolutely insane for him to say, I date an 18-year-old legally because they're legal. They would eat this man alive. Oh my God. OP, what's up, bro? Oh man. Are you using OBS? Yes. I knew he was gonna say 18. Here's the thing about it, right? Let me put this disclaimer out there because I don't want to get fried either. But I have no interest in an 18, 19, 21-year-old. I have no interest in that shit at all, ever, right? Probably at least 30, 32, something like that for me to even consider something, right? That being said, listen, 18 is 18. They're a fucking legal adult. They can make decisions on whether or not they want to sleep with somebody. That's on them. Hey, I made the decision at 17 to go put my life on the line and join the Marine Corps. At 18, you can sign away your life via getting a stupid loan at 50% interest rate per month. Like, you can do all these other things that, you know, it's okay to do at 18, but when it comes to, and I hate it because it's become like a new topic on social media, when it comes to someone dating someone that's 18, 19, 20, and they're 30, 40, then it's like, oh my God, they're babies. They don't know what they're doing. But a motherfucker can, at 18, decide that they want to go put their life on the line and die in the military. They can do whatever else. They can own a weapon. They can do this. Like, they can vote. Why would we apply this logic and think that we allow people to vote at 18, so we believe that people are old enough to make a sound decision on who we want to put into office to represent the people, but they're not at the same time smart enough to decide who they fuck and who they date and their age? That's the part about that conversation I think is so disingenuous, and I hate when I see it on Twitter especially. They always got to be crying about this. So-and-so's too old to date this 20-year-old. They're like 35 and they're dating a 22-year-old. Like, oh, fucking who cares, man? They know what they're doing. Their frontal cortex doesn't develop yet. Yo, shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up. It's such a dumb argument. It's such a, people just want to baby them. It's just dumb. Don't get me started on this rant. You know what I mean? You don't have me go down the you know what I mean? Your daughter. Yeah, and I say like this. I would hope and pray that I raise my daughter smart enough to fucking make a decision on who someone she should date, you know what I mean? And at a certain point, bro, here's the thing. Once they're 18, as a parent, what can you do? You can't do shit regardless. All you can hope is that they have enough common sense, that you instilled enough, you know, morals and values in them that they will make sound decisions, bro. And listen, it extends well beyond who they choose to date in their age. It extends to every aspect of their life. Who they decide to have a baby with, what they decide to do for a career. Like, it's not just relegated to that one thing. It's every aspect as a parent. So, you know, it's not just about your daughter and who they date. It's every aspect of their life. You know what I mean? I never had Twitter, Snapchat, or TikTok. Yeah, well, yeah, thank God. You're winning, to be honest. Unless it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, unless he might be an actor, I might be like, girl, you better get up in there. No, I'm joking. I'm 100% joking.
Preferably 18.
So you would have fun with an 18-year-old?
I would?
Yeah.
Would you?
I'm saying, would you have fun?
I realize I hate to ask you the same question, but yes.
Okay.
I might have a heart attack, but yeah.
Listen, bro knows he's at the end of his life. He don't care, bro. He gonna go out with a bang. Let's be honest. If we're all at that age, we're in the tail end of our life. Are we really gonna care what social media gonna say? He like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go smash an 18-year-old, probably die and have a heart attack in the process. I don't fault him. We will all get to that point in age, like older in life, where we don't care. You know, you ever notice like your grandparents, the muzzle, the filter that's from their brain to their mouth is not there anymore. They like, yo, I don't care. Like, I'm at the end of my days. What can possibly happen to me at this point? You know what I mean? They don't care. And I envy the sense of freedom they have with being able to just say what they want, bro, because they're not worried about getting cooked on social media. And even if they did, they're like, whatever, I'm here for another 2 years. I don't care. You know what I mean? I envy that. I envy that. I hope I'm humping at 70 and 80. Yeah, I've been thinking about that too, man. Like, man, like I'm trying to get it in as much as I fucking can right now, because I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be like at 60 or 70. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm trying to smash as much as I can. I want to use this motherfucker up as much as I can, because you know, I don't know. Like, low key, sex has always been a big part of my life. I can't imagine getting to an age where it's like not happening regularly. It's gonna throw me off, man. You know what I mean? Daniel, what's up?
So, what would you say to the people who would say, "Oh, that's weird. You're almost 80 and you'd still want to have fun with a girl who was that young"?
Well, I think it would have to be selective and appropriate, and be sure that they're knowledgeable of their age and yours. Yeah.
Legal is legal.
Yeah, that's legal speak, yes.
And as long as consent is there, it's okay in your mind.
I guess so.
All right, we're done. Yo, Grandpops is wilding. Yo. I respect it, though. I respect it. Oh, man. Oh, man. What do you say? I got Scadia? What's that? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, man. That was a funny one. All right, we got that one. We got that one. We saw that one.
Is romance?
Let's take a look. This is short enough. Let's take a look at this real quick. We'll call it. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I'll take a look at this real quick. One more, y'all. One more. He is wild. He is wild. All right, let's take a look at this. What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna take a look at a video from the YouTube channel here, Soya Think I'm Stupid. I'll link to him down below so you can check it out and show some love and sub to the channel. It's called Social Media is Killing Romance. This should be interesting. Let's take a look and see what this one's all about.
Dead in the modern world. Why am I asking? Well, the other day I was talking with my mom over lunch and I asked her about how she and my dad met. Let me tell you, the story's straight out of a K-drama low-key. When I heard the story, it made me wonder where the romance has gone in the modern world. It seems like the most common occurrence in this day and age is hookups, toxic relationships, cheating, and overall just guys and girls going straight for each other's jugulars because they see the other party as the most heinous and vile human beings whose sole purpose is to ruin lives.
Facts. I'm telling you, social media is doing a lot of the damage when it comes to relationships as a whole society. Everyone is so put off by what they see on social media that they're like, I'm just not going to deal with it. And we just see more and more single people, men especially, and it's growing for women as well.
And there's a truth to what's being said because, I mean, just look at the state of dating relationships today. You could probably even ask your parents for advice on how to get a partner, and when they give you their advice, you'll probably think that that wouldn't work today or that people would be weirded out if you tried it. And it makes me wonder how it came to this point. What was originally seen as a romantic gesture that would move hearts has now become cringe or doing too much. Like, y'all, you probably wouldn't be alive today had your dad not pulled out that move on your mom. I get it. Times change and culture shifts. But I've got to wonder, are we moving forwards or backwards? Let's talk about it. The type of information you consume on a regular basis heavily influences your perspective on this topic, which makes sense because your cognitive library of information and experiences shapes your worldview. Let's say you lived a simple life as a farmer in a small but closely knit community where everyone knew and looked out for each other. You spend your free time taking long walks, enjoying nature, and volunteering in community events. Your day-to-day experiences mainly consist of hard but fulfilling work, tranquility, and joy. With this type of lifestyle, you probably have a more positive and optimistic outlook on life. Now, on the other hand, let's say well, this isn't really theoretical anymore, but let's take you're
in the trenches on social media on your phone all day long. Yes, let's see how this works.
Most people's lives as an example. You're probably working a stressful job that you might not particularly enjoy but endure anyway because it gets the bills paid. Because it's so stressful and draining, you go to the internet to mentally escape and recharge. And it's on the internet where you get
Wait, this is a problem right there. You should not seek relief and whatever else on social media. You know, like if you work a job you don't like, it's stressful, you need to go get a hobby, do a friend group, do something IRL, and not go and seek solitude on social media, man. It's just going to aggravate you. And I'm telling you from experience, where you got real life stuff, and then you go to social media and you just stumble on more stuff that irritates you and triggers you, and you're just a walking ball of anger. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible.
Absolutely overloaded with all kinds of information. News, celebrity drama, content creators being exposed for, and people saying
That's
the most
wild.
insulting and hateful things because it's the internet. Everyone's anonymous and therefore aren't held accountable for their actions. When this is the type of information you're constantly exposed to, would it be any surprise if you think the world is on fire and that there's no hope for humanity?
That's it. And then, wait, the other part about this too is remember that the algorithms keep serving you more of what it is you engage with. And by you engaging with something, it doesn't mean you like it. A lot of times our emotional ties to anger and negative feelings is more compelling, right? So like, for example, you know how many times I've put up on Twitter back in the day when I was active on Twitter or whatever platform, even on Facebook, which I barely use anymore. And I said, what's up, y'all? Hope you have a good day. Crickets. You get like 5 likes or whatever. Thousands and thousands of people follow you and like 10 people, like it. Maybe one person says you too. That's it. But I go on there and I say, hey, I just say something real divisive about something. Holy, everyone's got an opinion. There's 700 comments. There's 1,000+ shares. You see what I'm saying? And so these algorithms keep feeding us the stuff that we are engaging with. And a lot of times it's engagement bait or anger, stuff that angers us, and we react to it, and then it just funnels another one. And now you're just fuming mad. Bro, it happens to me where I'm like, oh, I gotta get off here because I can feel myself getting triggered.
The same logic can be applied to your perspective on dating. The type of relationship content that is most likely to be fed to your algorithm are the ones that are negative and hostile towards the opposite sex.
Yep.
And this makes sense because it's engaging and gets a reaction out of you, whether it be because you share the same experience or because it's rage bait. My ex cheated on me this, my partner is toxic and manipulative that. Men ain't shit. Women get the ick when a guy breathes. I have to train my boyfriend because he doesn't know how to treat a woman right. Women like to cause problems and make things difficult for the sake of it. It just keeps going on and on and on like an ultimate ping pong match. And again, there's a truth to these things. But when you're constantly consuming this type of information, you end up getting stuck in an echo chamber where all you hear is that men are trash, women are problematic, and because others are reaffirming what everyone else is saying, you assume that it must be the norm, not the exception.
Yep, and that that is where it all rolls downhill from there.
And maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, everyone's saying it's true. Everyone has shared similar personal experiences before. Doesn't that mean that it is the norm? Not necessarily. Remember, the type of content that is most likely to be fed to the algorithm and go viral are the ones that are the most emotionally charging and engaging, and negative emotions are far more potent and impressionable than positive emotion.
As I just said, all right, like we're stating facts here, folks. We're stating facts here. Negative stuff will always get you to react more than positive ones, right? The problem is when you scroll by someone that says something positive, you don't even like it or share it to your friends, whatever. You just, oh, okay, that was nice, and you just swipe to the next one. The next one is like talks about how something is so bad and it triggers you, so then you actually share it to all your friends. You even leave a comment. It's engagement. You're just gonna get fed more of that. You know what I'm saying? Also, Jimmy, love your content, brother. It's always a pleasure watching your videos. Your laughs will continue. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
You hear it all the time. People online may get thousands of positive comments and compliments, but as soon as they read one negative comment, it lives in their head rent-free for a longer period of time than the positive ones. And it's because negativity is far more potent. That's why the news consists mainly of fear-mongering and negative events, and why everyone is drawn to drama. We engage with negativity far more than we do with positivity, and that's why it's constantly being fed to us. Furthermore, people are more likely to share negativity than positivity. If you've been wronged, you're more inclined to voice out your grievance and seek retribution, right?
Yeah, because listen, when life is going well and things are going good, you don't run to social media to get validation. That's what a lot of it is. When people are upset, something happens to them, they run to social media to share their stories so they can get validation, and with that validation helps to make them feel better through whatever it is they're dealing with, right? So, guy cheats on girlfriend, she goes to social media now, which has become the big trend. It's insane the amount of shit that people share that there's absolutely no reason to share it on social media, like none. A lot of it is to get retribution and being vindictive, So, oh, someone, I just saw it earlier today. Big streamer, what's his face? Ray, God damn it, what's his name? He's slipping my mind right now. Anyway, he used to be on Twitch, then he went to Kick. I think he's back on Twitch. He had his girl, they broke up, and his girl's on Twitter now talking about how he's trash and blah, 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 blah. Like, why do you feel the need of taking your personal relationship and now airing them out? You know what I mean? It's just a way for them to shame and stuff.
You have something to prove, and when you're validated for it, it feels amazing. Especially more so when you've had a history of bad relationships and therefore hardly ever experienced validation and reassurance. But on the other hand, if your life is just swell and everything is going well for you, maybe you'd want to share your experience at times, but more often than not, you're keeping it to yourself because you're just vibing and enjoying the moment. When you're happy and genuinely enjoying the moment, you aren't going, hold on, I'm going to put this on my Instagram or TikTok to show how happy I am.
And then when they do, no, people will do this. And then when they do, they get no engagement on it, and then they get all upset. When you're happy, you don't need to go, most people are not going to social media to like air it all out and you know, because life is good. I'm not bothered because my real life is content, is good. It's when it's not that people go in there and try and get, like I said, that validation and stuff.
You'd be breaking yourself out of the immersion, and at that point you aren't thinking about how happy you are. Instead, you're thinking about wanting other people to see that you appear happy. There's a subtle difference. Put more succinctly, there's more to life than what goes on in our screens. The ones that are in happy, healthy relationships aren't living their lives on the internet, which is why we rarely ever see any positivity about relationships online. And for the scarce few that do exist online, we most likely won't run into it because it's not as emotionally engaging or relatable, and therefore won't be fed to the algorithm. But overall, something to keep in mind is that happy and healthy relationships don't exist online. They exist in the real world.
Yes. This is why you need to get out, touch grass, man, spend less time. You know, one of the most amazing features that iPhones have right now is the feature where it tells you how much you've been on like your apps and your phone and all that stuff. Like, I think it probably behooves most people, if not everybody, to set actual limitations on that forces you to stay off of social media. In some cases, you should just start deleting apps off your phone, and it maybe only have it on like your iPad so that when you are home, you can check it there, but not on your phone where you can access it all day, every day. It's too easy, right? It's like trying to keep crack away from a crackhead and you just put it, you know, on the table next to them and not in their hand. It's like right there. It's temptation.
This isn't to say that the things people complain about online are invalid. Far from it, actually. The reality is that there are so many people out there who have no business getting into relationships. Many of us today have a lot of baggage and issues about ourselves that we need to sort out, but instead of doing the internal work to fill that void within ourselves, we seek other people to fill that void for us. And surprise, surprise, it doesn't work. We're not filling that void, we're just hiding it so that we no longer are aware that it exists. And this results in us projecting our insecurities and problems onto our partners, leading us to make stupid choices and deeply hurting them in the process. Or on the other hand, it leaves us susceptible to ignoring red flags and falling or settling for people that don't give us the love and respect we deserve. Either way, we end up a statistic in the cycle of trauma and toxicity. We're human, so of course we have our flaws and ignorant moments. The bitter reality is that sometimes we may need to go through these experiences to grow and learn from them.
I said this in another video, I think earlier today on the live, which is exactly that I believe that we as people have to go through at least one heartbreak in order to be prepared for an actual relationship going forward, right? That one heartbreak you should be learning from. You should walk away from that and do like a self-assessment on like what you did throughout it, what the other person did, and then come up with this idea of like, okay, what I need to do next time to have a better, healthier relationship, and what you will and what you won't accept from somebody that's going to be your partner in a future relationship, and you can benefit from it. I know it might be that pain you suffer, but you can really grow from it in so many ways. And I think too many people are fearful of it in the first place that they hold themselves back, you know.
It only becomes an issue when we don't hold ourselves accountable for our actions and instead wallow in our own misery. If we want things to change, we simply have to do better. And on one hand, it's great that social media is providing people with a platform to raise awareness and call people out on their bullshit, because the only way to address a problem is if we're even aware of it in the first place. But I don't think people are getting that message. Instead, they take on a victim mentality and allocate all their efforts into antagonizing others as opposed to working on themselves. That is what's dangerous about the negative relationship content online. People aren't mature enough to mentally process the information in a productive and healthy manner. And because of this, that type of content polarizes people's opinions on the opposite sex and heavily influences the way they approach relationships. Imagine an impressionable and naive teenager who knows absolutely nothing about relationships. All they see online is people saying, "Men ain't shit. Be your own boss, bitch, and have these men bow down to you like the queen you are." Or, "Women are objects to be controlled and dominated. Be an alpha male and treat women as less than you because that's the only way you'll get their attention." When this is the type of content being imprinted into their minds, do you think they'll be in the right headspace to have a healthy relationship?
No, because the problem is that they're not even attempting to even have a relationship because they're so disenfranchised from exactly everything he just outlined here that they're like, yeah, forget it. I'm going to be single. I mean, it's a growing trend of younger millennial women and Gen Z women not wanting to have kids at all. Like it's a growing segment of the female population that are saying that they're gonna just not have kids ever. And that's kind of like a result of many different things. Obviously, a big part of it is the economy, right? It's expensive to have a kid. People just can't afford that anymore. But it's also a big part of it is because of the social media dynamic of everyone being, vilified on both sides, and everyone doesn't want to deal with the other person. So it's a whole soup of shit, to be honest with you.
No, if anything, they're more likely to feed into the cycle of toxicity. People don't know how to act or think for themselves anymore, and if people aren't getting guidance in the real world, they end up seeking it in the online world. And unfortunately, a majority of the content online is not conducive to building healthy, well-rounded people. Dating is in a really tricky spot right now. There's so many factors and complexities that play a role into why it's become the toxic cesspool it is today, and the content online is only exacerbating the problem. There's so much more I want to talk about regarding this topic, but for now, the main takeaway is this: go outside and touch grass.
Perfectly said right there. Go out, live your real life, work on yourself, and make yourself happy. Whatever that may be, whether it's achieving certain things or learning things, you got to be comfortable with yourself and happy with yourself. And when you are, and you're building yourself up, it's going to open up these opportunities for you to find someone, and you'll be better prepared for it. I'm not going to say you're going to be perfect, but you'll be better prepared for introducing someone to your life and vice versa. And if you've gone through the pain and the heartache of a breakup before and heartbreak, walking away from it, reassessing that relationship, and again, taking the good and the bad from it and applying it to a future relationship can really go a long way. And so that your future relationships, or relationship rather, hopefully is the right one that can actually last. You know what I mean? All right. I think that's all I wanted to watch with y'all for today. I'm gonna have to save this one for another time. We saw this one. Yeah, we're straight, man. We're straight. All right. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to end the YouTube stream, man. So much love, y'all. You have a good day. Appreciate y'all for being here and shit. Check out the channel over the next few days. A lot of these videos we watched today will go up on the channel in case you missed it all. You can check it all out again, man. All right. So much love to those y'all on YouTube and shit.